Scramblin, another guy who has put AlexV out in losers before, and CEO. So, of course, as expected, we got the Arbiter pick and we got the Riptor pick from Scramblin. So this should be a good matchup here.
Yeah, absolutely. And thank you to those of you that have been utilizing the free coupon codes for the Matcherino. That's right, folks. This tournament does have a Matcherino attached to it. If you type !Matcherino in the chat, that will bring up the link that you can use to contribute to the pot for free. That is correct. No money out of your pocket as long as those coupon codes remain. So definitely get on that. But here we go. Scramblin getting right on WolfSlayerNinja with the early start. WolfSlayerNinja now popping that energy shield, but it is not going to do much here. Scramblin takes the first round.
My gosh, and that was extremely quick. That almost was a perfect round. Scramblin barely took any type of chip damage here. And right now, WolfSlayer just getting caught. But here's going to be the parry with that instinct. For the immediate medium break from Scramblin, but gets hit with the air-to-air.
Yeah, WolfSlayerNinja still fighting back. That's a good sign. And just pushing buttons on Wake Up. You are not going to condition me. I fear no man or beast.
Right now, Scramblin's having a lot of good successes on these areas. And 1-0 tail flip cross up for the reset, but gets hit with the sweep. But again, Scramblin just keeping WolfSlayer in this corner and just keeping the pressure on it. WolfSlayer just struggling as much as he can here, but gets the shadow counter finally to open things up.
All right, good reset there with the side switch on the grab. And we are swinging. I don't think either of these players have respected each other's Oki since the match started.
Nah, without none whatsoever. But WolfSlayer finally bringing it back here. He finally got to take the first life bar off of Scramblin. But it's just been just a repeat with another shadow counter into the Ultra to end things in the round one. My lord, the constant back and forth between these two. But Scramblin, I have to give it to him. I think the control was all in his favor that entire round there.
Yeah, absolutely. They just seem to have an answer for quite literally everything WolfSlayer did in that moment, because you saw WolfSlayer do everything possible to fight their way out between challenging Scramblin's Oki, making sure to try to keep them honest and neutral with the range buttons, right? Utilizing their meter, shadow countering. It just didn't slow Scramblin down. It just continued to run them over quite literally with those talons. Amazing first game. Amazing first game.
Yeah, of course. And Scramblin is definitely one of those players that can adjust on the fly as well. That's why I have to give my kudos to him. As like during especially long sets, he'll start picking up a lot of your habits and start utilizing against you. And right now, he just sat there and took that crouching heavy punch though, as I was giving him some kudos there.
Yeah, that was a beautiful call out there from WolfSlayer, understanding that Scramblin is going to take the high road, the more aggressive path, as they get the lockout going for the Oki here. Meaty, no dice.
Shield again popped. Right now, WolfSlayer trying his best, but immediately loses the shield. And just here we go again. This has just been the theme of the match right now. Scramblin just keeping him in the corner. Just, oh my god, baiting out the shadow counter, but doesn't bite on his.
All right, definitely looking a lot more even here in this second game.
Good anti-air from Scramblin. Tail flip, it doesn't bite again. A little too antsy there.
I respect the decision, however. You know, again, the name of the game for this particular match is conditioning. How long will it take for me to get inside your head, right?
This is very true. Right now, WolfSlayer just extending the combo a little bit, trying to wait out as much as Scramblin instinct. At the sacrifice his own, but he is going to have full energy shield anyway, so he does get a little bit of a positive here. Right now, trying to open him up. Oh, that was disrespectful, that grenade. The lockout is going to take the level 3. Good chunk of damage here.
All right, WolfSlayer is definitely looking good right now. Still hanging on to the first round, but finally, if you don't succeed, try again. Third time's a charm with the counter breaker there for Scramblin.
He really wanted that counter break, you can tell, man. He was going for a lot. And what a shadow counter for WolfSlayerNinja. Good awareness from there. That is a 3-hitting move, so you can shadow counter it easy. But here, WolfSlayerNinja has definitely adjusted here too, but he gets caught on the jump in, unfortunately. But the grenade saves him!
All right, WolfSlayerNinja trying to finish things here. Damage ender. Getting the shield up. Oh, I respect it, but it was a little too telegraphed.
These two are scrambling here. That could take the game.
All right, like, evened up.
Another victory, yes.
Yeah, just like that. WolfSlayerNinja making the proper adjustments there. It was definitely Scramblin tried to maintain that constant pressure at the beginning, but WolfSlayerNinja definitely was able to bring it back there. I think what was Scramblin's problem was that he was really trigger happy on the counter break attempts. Like he eventually got him on the third attempt, but he was just non-stop thinking that WolfSlayer was just gonna bite eventually. But he only got 1 out of like the 5 in that matchup. So I think Scramblin needs to take it a little bit easy there. Otherwise, I might cost him the game again.
Yeah, well, you know, it's the NBA playoffs. You know, Apex and shooters are gonna shoot, right? Sometimes you just gotta see one go in to get something started here. So we're gonna see what is the start here for WolfSlayerNinja. Gets the meaty with the grenade, but no conversion. Oh, the armor gets through the heavy punch. Gets the heavy lockout. Yeah, nice amount of damage here. Again, we was just talking about this character, how this it is regarded as top tier in certain regions, right? So
yes, sir.
We're starting to see how that could be true here, possibly.
Oh, and WolfSlayerNinja is trying to return the favor on Scramblin. The thing is, I think both players are very antsy with this counter break attempt. Both players are known for breaking combos like crazy here. Scramblin, I've had good sets of him. He breaks a lot. Same thing with WolfSlayer. He breaks a lot. And these two are just constantly trying to get each other with the counter breaks.
Yeah, shades of Nikki here with all these counter breakers and all these attempts.
Here we go again. WolfSlayerNinja back in the corner. He's got to fight his way out here, and that HP is slowly dwindling. Nice level 2 cash out for Scramblin and even things out here. Oh no! The mortar ended up taking him out of his command grab. That is so unfortunate right now.
All right, and OGQ style coming in with a $10 donation. Appreciate you, boss. Thank you so much for contributing to the pot. WolfSlayerNinja. Trying to fight back here, Scramblin. Nice amount of real estate built for themselves. Oh, heavy lockout. That's going to do it.
WolfSlayer does have a chance here. He does have Instinct unlocked here. He's got resources on deck. So he could possibly bring this back. Right now, Scramblin looks like he's trying to get those air-to-airs and fish that, but good anti-air from him here.
Yeah, and I like this change of pace from Scramblin, right? Just taking their time, waiting for the opportunity to present themselves, understanding that WolfSlayerNinja has to take a risk at some point, ready to go with the meter. Takes the game, number 2 for them. 2-1 WolfSlayerNinja versus Scramblin.
I will say, the way he ended that game, dude, that conversion off that juggle into the instant pop tail flip to end the match there. My gosh, I love watching Scramblin's juggle. Like out of all the Riptors that I've played against, I love watching Scramblin just because of the juggles that this guy just whips out on a whim, nonetheless.
Yeah, no. The juggle system in this game definitely has more than meets the eye, and seeing folks still come up with new routes and new ways to convert damage, never get enough of it, man.
I love this game, man. I love this game so much for it. All right, looks like WolfSlayerNinja is taking a breather here, just trying to compose himself. I could definitely tell, even in an online setting, nerves can get the best of you here. So WolfSlayerNinja just taking the amount of time is needed just to compose himself, make sure that he's at a good headspace right now. You know, he's down 1 game and Scramblin is on match point here. So we're going to see if there's any adjustments. He is going to stick with the Arbiter. So anything could happen here.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, for what it's worth, right, you know, WolfSlayer definitely made some great adjustments after the first game Scramblin took. And it's just more of the same, you know. You have to expect that they're going to adapt to you as you them. So we just got to see if WolfSlayerNinja here is going to keep the composure as they get the shadow counter. So they are not looking phased at all. Damage Ender was for breakfast.
I think that timer is definitely what he needed. Oh, but he didn't have the overshield to not cause the stagger on himself. So unfortunately, he's going to lose that conversion there. But right now, this is all WolfSlayer. He gets caught with the clever roll again. That's been Scramblin's bread and butter.
That was a beautiful side switch combo there from Scramblin as they have the pressure now. Pops the parry.
And a tail flip again. What an answer from Scramblin. Back in stock. Now Scramblin trying to pay, and again another. We need a tail flip counter right now, y'all. What is going on? Scramblin has been hitting these tail flips like nothing today.
Listen, I know you're not shocked at Riptor players' behavior right now, but right now WolfSlayerNinja pressing their luck. Still anybody's game, you know, not much difference here in the health bars.
Yeah, WolfSlayerNinja could definitely bring this back here. You know, it's just right now, Scramblin has been utilizing a lot of that jumping heavy kick just to stop the air-to-airs. WolfSlayerNinja has just been having no luck not getting himself in this corner. Like, he's been trying to get out of here. And then tail flip again! My lord!
Ooh, can't block forever. WolfSlayerNinja steals the round.
Still got instinct left. He's not going to be able to get another one, I don't think, at this point, unfortunately not.
There it is. Shadow counter.
Scramblin choosing not to break here, so he's going to take all this damage. Now it's about even here. Woo!
Nice little
Sniped
keep
him out of the
away there.
air.
Oh. Oh,
what a
cheeky
reset.
reset.
No break from Wolf right now. That's going to flip out, but what's going to be the setup here? Wow, that energy shield actually took all that damage from the mortar. Now there's a scary part here, Jago. Scramblin has instinct active now.
Yeah, full screen presence at all times while that bar is active. And here we go, the jump tail again. Oh!
Ooh. He couldn't go for the cash out. It was going to be opener ender, fortunately. That's going to kill, though. And just like that, Scramblin to 3-1 over WolfSlayerNinja. And there's a tail flip to sneak in for him. Man loves his tail flip, but good stuff to Scramblin. And unfortunately,
major when it comes to this kind of stuff, right? So definitely would love to see more as we get into it here. So right now we got the Aria Wolf matchup, right? A hellish one if you look at it on paper, but again, we're talking about Roman already getting started early.
Oh yeah, and Extreme Zombie is no slouch either. The man has insane mix with this character Aria. I see him go for like all these cross-ups more than Kron does. Like he does a lot of these weird, like gimmicky cross-ups that you might think is not practical, but he hits everybody with them. So we're gonna see if that works. Like right there, the back and forth shimmy in the air, insane.
Yeah, combined with the body, that definitely makes it a lot more difficult to react to or even see for that matter. We're getting it started already with the instinct cancel into the shadow.
Okay, I actually had no idea that counters her DP.
Well, it's not fully invuln, right? Just only on like a certain frame of the startup.
I believe so. I didn't expect it to fully blow it up though. Oh, I learned something new today.
Yeah, it kind of looked like she actually had took off already, so you know he might have was able to hit her in that moment when the invuln ran out. But one of the great mysteries of the world here, as Roman answers the age-old question: how many licks does it take to get rid of all three of Aria's health bars? You know,
made me want a Tootsie Pop now, bro.
You know, as we get to the center of the mystery, as Zombie Pop Instinct.
This is actually gonna hurt. What a juggle! Look at that cash out, 50%. Insane stuff, but there's a shadow counter from Roman. Try to even things up here. And I believe Roman can definitely do this. He gets the overpower.
Yes, he does.
Ooh, keeping it nice and short.
The back dash on the jump in. Are you kidding me?
And that cost him, unfortunately. Are we getting a full ultra already? Oh, about to say, like, ooh, Extreme? Extreme feeling himself a little early?
You never know. You never know.
No, but this is really good stuff here. Again, Extreme Zombie, just an insane Aria player. Like I said, like he just goes like for these really just tricky cross-ups, especially in his high-lows situations too, where he just keeps you guessing on the defense, man. It's one of those things that's where he excels at. That's where he thrives off of, because if he sees that makes you uncomfortable, he's just going to keep going for it. But he knows how to sneak them around like crazy. You know, it's never like the same flow charty, like, all right, I go for a high, and then my next one's a low, and then after that's a high. Like, no, this guy's just going back and forth and just mixing them up out of nowhere and just keeps you guessing here. So we're gonna see if he can maintain that.
Oh yeah, definitely, right. Yeah, Aria is a pretty selfish character, right? Your comfort matters not here. All that matters is the plan, my plan.
The literal boss character. They gotta give her boss character type stuff. Oh my gosh, that cross him again. And again. Stop. Stop it.
You know, it's being lost on me. Are there any other fighting games out right now that have 3 generations of boss characters featured? Actually, now that I think about it, maybe KOF does. Maybe.
I think KOF, yeah, KOF has like Geese, Rugal.
Yes.
And the Orochi characters too.
Yep, Iori. Not like the boss characters, right? The super character that's made of like 3 other characters that just happens to show up right there at the very, very end.
Yeah, the one that just kills you in one combo.
Yeah. Over here it's a little different though. No, you're getting the whole shebang. Yeah, a lot of that stuff that you kept getting hit by in the story or the arcade mode, yeah, we got that here.
Oh no! Roman tried to go for a shadow counter, but unfortunately, it was a little too late there. Right now, he's just getting the pressure going finally. He was able to get rid of one body, but look at this sneaky little juggle.
Ooh, gets the overhead.
Desperation Zombie trying to keep himself out of the corner here. Now just trying to keep things in the air. What a slide! This is so sneaky. He's gonna chip him out. Oh no, he chooses not to. That might cost him here. That's gonna be big damage. Level 3, 38% for free. Roman just choosing not to go for the chip, and he catches the backdash finally. And he has instinct too. Zombie does not have instinct. He's on one body at the moment.
Gets the freeze frame, but gets hit on the approach. Oh, the meaty!
That was so cheeky.
And we
the
just
backdash.
don't care.
He knows Extreme Zombie is scrambling at that moment there, and he just, it's something that I was picking up on also, is that he'll go for like certain knockdowns, and then he backdashes to try to evade the wake up option and everything, or like any meaties or anything like that. But Roman just was able to just catch that. He sees Extreme Zombie backdashing a lot of these instances and just scrambling around. So that just shows the difference between caliber players here. Roman's a lot more composed. Extreme Zombie just scrambling a little bit more there, so he keep that composure, keep that defense, because it doesn't hurt to just block. It doesn't hurt to block.
Yeah, we keep going until the bell actually sings Roman to the bitter end. And this is kind of what he does, right? He tends to pull that particular scenario off quite a lot. I feel like as a Wolf player, you have to be accustomed to living life on the edge, right?
Very true, very true.
Yeah.
And it looks like it's starting a little early as you say that, because look at this, Roman already down about 75% of his hands. Oh no, the counter break, and that's gonna do him in here. Will this power him up though, Jackal? That's the question.
Yeah, it's just information. That's all. You know, just a little data gathering. All right, here we go. Turn the data into information.
Because this is the thing, though. He could definitely pull this off pretty easily. Again, this is Extreme Zombie, so it's not going to be as easy. But it's just with Aria's health, again, it is the same amount of health as everyone across the board, just split into 3 different bodies. And just like that, as you see, one combo could just kill her.
There it is. The information becomes wisdom. The information becomes knowledge. As Roman is already back in the fight. But Extreme Zombie, as you said, no slaps themselves. Tries to get a meaty. DP's gonna cut it out.
Woo. Woo. These cancels, man. I love seeing these manual combos from Extreme Zombie, man. I feel like no one else does it but him. Let me see a couple of that from Kron, but just Zombie just utilizes a lot of those just cancels over and over again. Popping assist, manual. Pop another assist, manual. It is just a unguessing game when you're fighting Extreme Zombie, and unfortunately Roman locked out and ends up losing for that.
Yeah, it's very unfortunate, right? And again, that discomfort that you feel as that is happening to you, very easy to fall into that trap and try to go for a breaker in that case, but sometimes it's better to just let it go and just, you know, make peace with what is occurring, right? And try to move on again, because it's going to happen. This is pretty much how Aria operates.
Without a doubt. And look at that again. The high-low situation. Pop the assist here. Right now, Roman just choosing to stay back a little bit, but gets caught in the jump in, unfortunately. And there it is again. The high-low keeps you guessing where's he gonna hit you.
All right, good blocks here. Gets out of the corner.
I will say that was actually kind of crazy that the assist took the hit, which was what Extreme Zombie was able to capitalize on. That assist was literally Mr. President, get down.
Yeah, and get down here as Extreme Zombie gets baited on a DP attempt there. Roman try to get overpower. No dice.
Ooh, 2-for-1 special. He was able to clip the blade body. Oh, switching bodies on top of the cores. That's disrespectful, Zombie.
Listen, I have all the space I need, Zombie says.
Let me do the change real quick.
And you dropped the 3 count. Roman showing cracks in armor.
Oh boy, back to the corner again though. Extreme Zombie, this has all been him here. Oh, just shooting at the block. What a meaty from Roman.
Roman can definitely still do this. You know, the resources are almost there. Health is pretty much the same, right? Because if you look at that second health bar, it is next to nothing.
Oh yeah, this is pretty dead even at this point. Oh, Roman gets clipped with the shotgun knee and another break. Wow, Roman's been what, 2 for 3 for that right now?
Yeah, definitely getting that done, and I'm loving to see it. You know, shadow counters being one of my favorite mechanics in the game. Oh! That was almost godlike. That was almost godlike. Close.
That would have been sick.
I like the attempt. Zombie staying creative.
And Zombie go take it 3-1 though. Just the mindset to pull off a double body switch and bait out a Shadow Eclipse. My lord. Holy moly.
That was it was missed. It was crazy. They still won, right? They got hit out of it and it still didn't matter. You know, they tried to add a little flavor, and you know, and it came back to haunt them. And they was like, all right, let me just pretty much what a full Rolodex with both of these guys when it comes to the kinds of characters they can select. As you can see here, Tusk.
I forgot about Tusk.
Yeah, he has one, and it has definitely been offline as well. Getting started early, another character, easily one of the highest damaging characters in the game.
Yeah, he also has a deflect too, which is very scary, especially an instinct that he can cancel. He has basically wave dash cancels, and it's insane.
Oh, 30.
Oh my gosh!
The lab monster brings their notes. I have a few theories that I would like to test out on you.
And there's the thing that's scary about Nate, though. Nate, with this character, Omen, I think out of the characters that he plays, that is his best. This is his best character because his movement, his mobility is non-stop, dude.
You know what? What? He had that much time? Are you serious? Wow.
That's Tusk for you, baby. But it didn't matter because Skate, with the awareness, knows that there's a gap with that shoulder charge, and he was able to grab Letalis right out of that.
Yep, and already locking out the meter here. This is where Omen really starts to shine, where you have no ability to shadow counter, and Letalis still coming strong. Uses the shadow shoulder.
His misstep usage is actually insane. Oh no, the drops here.
We told y'all, this is already spooky hours, and we just started. No one's won a round. People just took round 1 for themselves. We just got
back
here.
And forth, man. The back and forth are insane right now.
Already on fire.
And there's the scary part too. Oh, and that deflect, that crouching heavy, man, it does so much damage with Tusk. And again, look at that. Almost like 40% already gone.
Oh!
Cheeky stuff from Letalis, but Nate has seen it so many times before. Catches the misstep again.
Yeah, freeze frame just to get some orientation, but Omen the 8-way mix of characters, I like to call them.
Nate almost dropped. He ended up dropping that combo. So basically what he tried to do there with Omen, he tried to use the stagger to get the dash up and press a button for one chance, but he miscalculated the stagger there. Oh my gosh!
Down!
That's gonna kill! Oh my god, with the pixel of talents! No fear, Jackal. No fear with this character, Tusk. Oh my lord!
Listen, an immortal warrior needs a fearless spirit. And Letalis is showing us that just now. It's easily one of his finest qualities as a player. The amount of confidence that he has in his game plan. He, again, another comeback kid for sure. And honestly, has just as much capability of running you over and running you out the building. But CrazySkateNate, that was almost his game there. So it still could go either way.
Yeah, no. Right now, it's Nate trying his best to keep away from Tusk, but here, this is where he wants Letalis, because he's got some nutty juggles with this character, Omen in the corner, especially. Oh, baits out the DP. Interesting punish, though.
All right, letting the lights rock there, waiting for the shadow, breaks it easy.
Now, Omen clipping them toes real quick, though. Letalis with the timing lockout, unfortunately. And he's going to build meter with the battery ender. Nate, strong performance right now in the second game.
Oh, waited out. Just knew that CrazySkateNate was going to try to escape there. Just baits it out.
I love the use of the misstep here from Letalis. So that all that misstep cancel is only able to utilize during the instinct. But at the cost of spending instinct, you can cancel all his special moves there. And just Letalis, just constant pressure as he's chipping away there. But now his back is in the corner, unfortunately.
And I want to point out just how active CrazySkateNate has been, and I should say how proactive as well in building and utilizing that meter. He is making sure that he always has a stock when it's ready.
Yeah, especially with a character like Omen who has 3 shadow bars instead of 2. So he has more to work with here. That's free DP though.
All right, going for a little bit of mix here. Oh, gets whip punished with the slide. Light lockout, and that's going to be round for Letalis. Still a lot of work to do.
And this is stuff that we're talking about. He's got the damage output to do it. Missteps. Oh! What a catch! Keeps him nice and short. Blows out for purpose. Oh, what a punish!
All right, CrazySkateNate, you're going to have to be careful here with these lockouts.
Oh, what a crouching heavy punch. And another deflect. The damage is building. The air-to-air. That's going to be it.
Don't run from me.
Oh, my Lord.
Do not move. LetalisVenator, again, keeping the theme alive. No fly zone.
My Lord. And he was in danger yet again. He was literally one hit away from dying, and he came back again with just the patience that this man Letalis has, you know, with these big body characters, man. You know, a lot of like having to walk, especially when you're going against a character like Omen, who's just zipping along all over the screen like that with his mobility. Just for him to have that much patience, just constantly just chase him down, though. A lot of players would fold, and that's a mental taxing thing. Like, oh man, he's zoning me out. I can't catch him. That does not bother Letalis, and you can see that.
Yeah, and that just comes with the experience, right? He spent all this time playing the big bodies, learning them intimately, making sure that he understands the angles, the timings, and the damage. You know, the opportunities that he can create for himself. But speaking of creating opportunities, CrazySkateNate gonna let it all ride on the one that got him here, Orchid herself.
Oh yeah, this is the character that he has spent the most time on in the lab, finding out all these routes, all these stagger combos, some of the not like bugs, but like where she can hit you with her instinct and then she combos, like she literally teleports into an auto double. It is insane that the amount of stuff that this man has found with this character.
Ooh, deflects the command normal though.
Good throw from Nate, takes out the first life bar here. So now this is going to be a very interesting tale here, though, because Letalis has all the real estate right now. He's up 2 games right now. Even if he loses this one, he has options, Rom or Aganos, which I feel like he might go Aganos after.
Yeah, for sure.
But,
you know, just take away those options.
Yeah, because from my understanding, I think these two went back and forth one time saying that Aganos beats Orchid, and Nate was like, mm-mm.
Yeah, and that's proven right if he comes to that. And here we go, Mix-Up City can't do that. The Shadow Cat's going to come out and stop it.
The one thing I will say that I love from Nate, and that was the setup. That was the setup. He was going for it. He was going for the tech. So the one thing I will say with Nate adjusting with the patch, by the way, this patch, they changed a lot of things on Orchid with some of the properties on her Jaguar, on the grenade, on her slide, I believe, too. And Nate just went to alive immediately and was able to find all these crazy manual combos. And look what it paid off. Now he's on the board.
Supreme victory.
And if you saw there, you know, Nate just outright committed to that combo as well. And that is the tricky thing about Orchid. You know, she gives a lot of that same energy that Tusk does, right? Just daring you to break with constantly switching up with all the different manual routes that she can take. So in that situation, he actually ended up baiting the lockout there on Letalis and was able to cash it out for over 40%.
And there it is. This is what I was expecting, man. I may have talked this into fruition. Apologies, y'all.
Listen, we should all be familiar with that with the curse at this point. So here we go. Now this is definitely the theory craft of the night for sure. Again, as we stated earlier, this is a debated topic between both of these players.
Yeah,
I beat you versus I beat you.
Yeah, for Letalis is very keen on that Aganos beats this character. Nate says otherwise because a lot of the changes have happened. He thinks that she upholds a little bit more and thinks more of an even matchup here. But who knows at this point? Only these two know their characters and know this matchup the way they do. But right now, they're just going back and forth. And Nate with the instant pop to close out the first life bar.
Yeah, and definitely doing a great job there of keeping Letalis' resources down. You see, he hasn't really been able to chunk up much during this match.
And that's what you definitely have to do if you want any type of luck against Letalis. You just got to make sure he has no resources on deck here. A good air-to-air from him. And that's with a shadow counter.
Yeah, this could definitely be the beginning of the end here for Nate, as Letalis is definitely going to take this opportunity to get all that armor stocked up, 3 hits to be exact. However, grounded heavies do beat it clean as he gets the anti-air.
Yeah, if folks are confused by that, don't worry that is a misconception. Wait, hold on, Jackal. Oh, the shotgun. Oh my God, we saw it.
Wow,
What
the
is
low
going
profile
on?
there.
What's going on?
I think that was a low profile attempt possibly here.
Oh my Lord. Because what I was gonna say was that don't get it.
Oh, wait a minute! No! I didn't believe!
Oh! And the people's elbow to end things off. Oh, Mike, you hate to see it. Oh my gosh.
An interesting run for sure.
These two are training partners.
Yeah, and then with Scramblin being in loser's bracket, that means that AlexV, your protege, right, your guy, has now officially made it into top 8 along with Extreme Zombie, Chronicle, 3-0 Absolute Zero, mind you, and LetalisVenator on the winner side.
Wow, four credible names.
What did I tell you? What did I tell you? Oh, I'm so sorry, folks. Breaking news. TrashBaby beat Roman 3-2 to make top 8.
Ooh!
What did I tell you? I told you.
There goes my sleeper pick.
I told you. Listen, I know ball, all right? I know it don't seem like it sometimes, but I promise you, I be paying attention. I be watching y'all.
Good stuff.
gathering data, you know, turning it to knowledge. You know, I'm just saying, like, I love y'all, and I like to see big things from y'all, and that is huge. It's actually kind of OD.
Stuff.
Oh my god.
Yo, good stuff to T-Baby. Let's go.
All right, here we go. My character, good old Conrad, baby. Scramblin.
You're a Conrad player? I thought you were no, you were a Gargos player, weren't you?
That was after. Originally, this was my guy. Yep.
I've never seen your
actually my
before.
favorite character. Yeah, he's actually my favorite character. Asleep. He's the one who showed me how to play him. He's like, look.
You know what? Makes a lot of sense.
Button, you do this button, and you just keep him here. And then when you lock him out, you use this to cash out damage. I was like, okay.
But right now, Zirkle fighting for his life here. As I mentioned before, these two are training partners. These two have played long sets numerous times in the past, even just to practice for that combo breaker that's coming up as well. So these two definitely have each other's numbers, and they tend to also do random select sometimes, Scrambler especially. But this is what I've noticed that, like, in times like these, Scrambler will opt in for the counter pick, and it's just been working out for him.
Yeah, for sure. You know, and Conrad definitely has plenty of tools to deal with Jago and his approach. Right, as you can see here, the sand pits are constantly giving him that cover, having the ability to completely nullify his projectiles out of the way. However, once Jago gets his hands on you, it becomes a different ball game. But Scramblin, doing just that, making sure to keep him guessing.
Yeah, right now Zirkle just also keeping that finger on the trigger on that DP. He's looking for that counter hit DP, but Scramblin knows, and he's just keeping this free real estate active right now. They didn't punish the wind kick. Oh, the shim shams, as Nikki would say.
All right, just a little bit of ankle breaking, you know, nothing too crazy. Masu.
Oh my lord! And this is the difficulties when it comes to going against Conrad. Conrad can just keep. He plays bullet hell, essentially. He just throws all these tornadoes, sand pits. You got to worry about Scorpion Tail slowing you down also. It's just non-stop scarabs. Like, yeah, Jago has a Shadow Wind Kick, but they did nerf the distance on it, so you can no longer full screen any of this.
Nope, he sure can't. He's going to have to deal here. And then once the tornadoes start coming out, that's when things get a little messy.
The Scarab! Oh, Zirkle had to jump. So Shadow Scarab will track you.
Yeah, look at the time. He effectively ran out the entire time in a Killer Instinct match. I need y'all to understand. The timer in Killer Instinct is not your standard timer. It moves pretty damn slow.
Yeah,
you get a
slow, dude.
very substantial amount of time to do what you need to do. And Scramblin burned all of it. Clean. Like, he didn't even lose a round. I don't even think he lost a round.
Oh my lord, yeah, no, like he was able to get the KO at the last second, by the way. But like, yeah, this is what you can expect from Conrad. But I think that was our first timeout, by the way, ever on TNS for KI. My lord, just Conrad things.
Yeah, just Conrad things. But here we go, Zirkle understanding the assignment, not giving Scramblin any room to play around here. And this is pretty much what you have to do against Conrad. There's no real variation, I mean, except how you stay on him. But the bottom line is you cannot give up. You cannot let up. You cannot give him a chance, because this is when things start to get ugly.
Exactly, and here we go. Just as he said that, the tables have turned, and there's another commander. He can recap.
Yes, he can. Breaks the medium scarab. And again, this is just the name of the game. Just stay away. Don't touch me. Wind kick is on the table, though. He has the meter.
That's an unblockable, though. He got the full charge on a tornado. Oh, he got clipped. Oh, it is
I love
so
that.
hard.
I love it. I love it. I absolutely love that setup. Here we go. Wind kick. Get over the crouching medium punch.
That was a good low crush from Zirkle, honestly. Nice little juggle here to build some life back.
Oh!
Jumping. Oh!
And he had a nasty manual. That's a back heavy punch, too. You got to be on point with that one.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And, oh, no, drops the juggle there. I thought he was going to opt in to try to build some more life. But I think he wanted to keep the resource, honestly.
Too slow.
Like, as patient as Scramblin is right now playing this game, this has been pretty fast-paced game still.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You know, the decisions have already been made for Scramblin. He's just waiting for history to catch up, right? And that's on brand for Conrad because he's essentially a interdimensional sorcerer.
Yep.
So, you know, he's basically Kang if he was in Egypt in a whole mummy, right? You know, I already know what's going to happen. I'm just waiting on you to catch up so I can go ahead and actually do this stuff.
Very true. Right now, like, Zero Cool with a lot of breaks there, he was really holding on to that pixel. He did not want Scramblin to get that KO there, but right now Scramblin, again, just trying to maintain this distance here, trying to just keep Zero Cool at bay. Zero Cool just slowly inching closer and closer, though.
Yeah, absolutely, and almost got in there, right? Was trying to get the teleport, but didn't have enough time because of the fireball. But Scramblin in danger with Instinct on the board, so now we're going to see some side switches. We're going to see some meaties. We're going to see some chip, and there it is, the conditioning with the double back-to-back.
The toes, though. And the command guard reset. That's going to recap.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to force you to watch this. How bad do you want it? And let it rock with the next recap. Not over.
That is
60.
My lord. I'm honestly shocked that Zero let all of that rock. Oh my god. No, he didn't go to Ultra. Oh,
Open ender.
That's a Shadow kick. Oh my god. Oh.
I'm afraid your path ends here.
Oh my lord. I was gripping my desk, bro. I got so scared because
I'm kind of frozen right now.
With Zero, choosing to take all that damage and giving Scramblin basically the edge there to make a comeback that close. I think that break that happened, that opener ender, I think what happened was that Scramblin went for the Ultra and something else came out, especially when it crossed up. I don't think he anticipated the cross up there. Oh, my lord. But, my gosh, man, it came down to the wire, and that was only game 2.
Yeah, absolutely. We are even, folks. These two are giving everything that they're getting right now. This is the game. Again, this is the game as Scramblin going through the cast, going through that Rolodex, is now choosing Spinal out of their repertoire.
He got grabbed out of that Skeleport there. He does not want to stay close there, but good anti-air. He was able to build a Spectral Skull there. So if you guys are new to Spinal or don't know a little bit about Spinal, he does have Spectral manuals, buttons where you'll see like a green skull pop out like that. If that connects, he'll get a skull that he can use up to 5, and when he gets that anti-air, he will get a skull. So it is a win-win for Spinal, especially when it locks out meter. And you want to do that against a character like Jago. You do not want Jago to have. Oh, the timing on the counter break though.
Just a little late there. But not on that shadow counter there from Zero Cool. Double teleport here, and I noticed that Scramblin likes to do that a lot, especially the Zero Cool. Just hit him with the back-to-back side switches or back-to-back movement options, just to see if Zero Cool will or can react, right? Just to mess with him a little bit.
Right now, Zero Cool actually got the curse off, and I was gonna say like he did not have any instance on getting Instinct there because he was locked out from the curse of the Shadow Skull. So, yeah, again, folks, Spinal has 2 ways to lock you out. Regular Skull will lock out your Shadow meter, and then Shadow Skull will lock out your Instinct. And it's based on how many times it hits you with it. Oh, my God. Zero Cool. Oh, my lord. He's got to work to get this Instinct off here, man. This curse, I think he's been hit like 3 or 4 times right now, so he's got to land 4 hits here.
Yeah, practically a full combo at this point, and already Scramblin is doing their best here, just constantly keeping that shield up, eating those fireballs, not really giving Zero Cool too many options to approach.
My lord, and just like that, he's able to get their curse off, but right now we're going to see how long that lasts. Ooh, good block. Catches the overhead again. And right now, I think Scramblin is trying to get the Shadow. Yeah, he's trying to get it because that was his last opportunity now.
Nice conversion up the opener there. Goes for the reset.
Good pressure here. Catches the 4 roundhouse. Nice little juggle. Bend the bar and cash out that damage. It was actually nice.
All right, hard knockdown, gets the dash canceled. Instinct canceled, zero cool. Has to keep cool. EP? Ooh.
Jump into it.
Yeah, Scramblin saw that. Definitely did the back teleport to respond.
That was actually sick. You rarely see Spinal's new move where he can get skulls using meter. I rarely see that move get used, and it actually worked because Scramblin utilized the 5 skulls to set up shop there and close out the round. My lord. I think this is the pick here that Zero might struggle against. Again, Jago is a character that can pump out damage. Even with the recent anniversary patch, you know, they gave him the counter hit DP, faster walk speed now. He can build meter. He has battery, enders and stuff like that. But that's where he excels at. When he builds that meter, he is going to use that meter as much as he can. And especially in an instinct.
Yeah, definitely a character that you have to be constantly on the move with, right? Very proactive, as I like to say. Very, you know, thinking 2 steps ahead when it comes to your resources. Because, again, you gotta be on point. And like you say, you rarely see moves like that Scramblin is using, but they knew right there in that moment, I'm gonna need these.
Oh yeah.
Let me now play around with this. Oh, eats the wind kick.
Again, he's trying to bite for these counter breaks. We saw that a lot of that from his match earlier with, I believe it was WolfSlayerNinja. Oh my lord, sorry. I'm blending the names. So he is getting a little answer with the counter breaks, and that might be costing him here because now Zero just getting the life lead here. Oh, another low crush.
Lockout. Could have did a little bit more off the wall splat there to burn out the instinct meter, but I guess Zero, you know, pretty confident where they are currently as they still maintain the quarter position.
That DP, you saw that damage on the counter hit, Jago. That Jago stuff, bro. That was a free 25%. Just for pressing a button.
Just Jago things. Just Jago things.
And right now, Scramblin's going to utilize all this time to bleed out that instinct, but he's also going to inflict another curse, I believe. Not yet, because Zero still does have instinct, so he's not going to be able to build it once that's all gone. Oh, good way to fish out for that skill port. That overhead anti-air that's insane.
I mean, he's swinging the sword forward, you know.
Above his head downward. I guess that makes a lot of sense, but good stuff for Zero. Tying things up 2-2. We got our first tie here, y'all. This is actually going to go to a game 5. Oh, my lord.
Yeah, again, folks, this is just for loser side. We haven't even touched the winner side of top 8 yet. And this is just to get in. This is just to get in past the vibe check. This is just to get in the door.
Oh, man. We never got to see. Who do y'all want to see in the chat, y'all? Who do you want to see make this top 8 real quick? Do you want to see Scramblin or do you want to see Zero? Sound off in the chat, y'all.
Yeah, while y'all doing that, I can also let you all know that CrazySkateNate will be in the top 8 as well on the loser side. 3-0ing Hops to go ahead and secure that slot as we have Absolute Zero and WolfSlayerNinja facing off against each other on the loser side as well. That'll be a top 8 qualifier.
Whew. Right now, here we go. Scramblin going with the Conrad pick. You know, I think I respect this decision here because, you know, this is the character he uses, but he's gonna get blown up for that Sand Explosion. Zero the momentum shifted immensely here because this has just been all Zero right now. But we had seen this earlier where Zero has struggled against his Conrad. So we're gonna see how this happens. Oh my god, that DP landed.
Surprised they didn't have to do an explosion there. Comfortable with just blocking the mix-up. Yeah, going for a tick grab there, but didn't get the opportunity because Zero was not looking for it.
Oh, he pressed the button there. I don't think he was anticipating the second Shadow Fireball to come out there.
All right, there we go to DP.
Oh, wait, that's still comboed? Oh, my lord. What can this character do, man?
With the slow in there, set up the unblockable. The obstacle course, it gets bigger.
I know, and it's crazy is that crouching heavy punch that Conrad has, where he throws up sand like that, is a projectile. So you throw a fireball at him, he can just press a button, and just
from downtown, Scramblin, catching him with the anti-air command grab.
You know what? That's the first time we've seen it. I was actually wondering when he was going to utilize that early in the game.
Yeah, Scramblin just doing a great job. You're trying to keep him away, but using the instinct cancel, finds the gap. Zero cool.
Good awareness was very cool. Oh, the meaty.
Oh, both of them were looking for a backdash.
He caught backdash again. All right, Scramblin with instinct. Not a hole left in the tank here, though. But he does have a full bar of Shadow Meter at his disposal here. The Shadow Scab
I like
to
that
take
idea.
Out.
I like it.
Yeah, no need to take ship. No need to take it.
All right, finally gets the unblockable off. Yep,
And
forces him to deal with it. Yeah, and that's kind of a checkmate situation because the block stun of the sand pit forces you on the ground just long enough to where you essentially have to deal with the tornado.
Oh, the Scarab, I think, messed up his combo there. He was looking for the recap, and then the Scarab, but it ended up forcing the juggle situation instead. What a catch on the wind kick! Oh! Oh, no! Hitting this person with the same thing over and over again, just keep doing it. Why change it?
Yeah, exactly. Like, why fix what isn't broke?
Exactly. Oh my God, the Aria brain cell on. They were both on the same brain cell. They both shotgun need. Oh my lord. So we got AlexV, and this is what we talked about prior to the tournament started, Jago. But AlexV has been playing Aria lately. You know, and he still has Rash, but in these tournaments he has been playing Aria in the mirror matches against Chronicle, and now we're seeing that against Extreme Zombie here. And from my general understanding is that apparently AlexV is not a fan of the Rash versus Aria matchup.
I mean, it makes sense, right? You know, when playing a character that has as much freedom as Rash, you know, playing against a character like Aria that essentially forces you to play her game and really just takes away those options from you that you are so used to, you know, having access to.
Yeah.
Make things a bit unsettling, right? Disheartening.
Yeah, especially with the post patch, you know, now that Rash can no longer do a lot of the gimmicky stuff that he was known for. The medium wrecking ball, having that weird push spot. You know, and just certain other things too. The crazy damage that Rash had at the time. You know, now Aria being the best character, you know, taking the number one spot away from Rash. It makes sense that you want to pick the character that's going to bring you the results here. But this is Extreme Zombie here, and look what's happening. AlexV is down to his last body, and Extreme Zombie has just been chipping it out of here. So this could be one of those cases where, you know, AlexV might have to go with the character that he's known for in these cases, because he's had success with the Rash versus Aria matchup. You know, this is not Chronicle that he's playing. This is Extreme Zombie. This is a whole completely different playstyle that he's going against right now.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, it's just a little bit of experimentation might go a long way in this case, right? And again, like you said, you know, it is definitely the character that he has the most experience with. But instead, we're gonna go with the wild card pick with the Glacius.
This is
You know,
a
try
go-to
to
character.
match range for range.
Yeah, this is actually his original character. Before anybody, he played Glacius.
Yeah, been seeing a lot of the tried and true as well, you know. Lataz with the Aganos, Nate with the Orchid.
Very true. Me with my day one Thunder. No one believes I played Thunder before. I used to play Thunder before Spinal came out.
Listen, destined to have a command grab, I say.
Exactly. Let me YOLO DP real quick from full screen and make it work. But right now, good air to air from Extreme Zombie here. The lockout, that's gonna lose a life bar here. Extreme Zombie just, again, just capitalizing with his character, just showing what Aria can really do, honestly. Oh, what a bait on that DP, too.
Try to get something going to start with the cold shoulder there, but the breaker is going to proceed to a lockout. Extreme Zombie having a really healthy lead here, but gets caught with the side switch.
He does have instinct now, so that health, yeah, the damage is going to be spread evenly across all three bodies. Hey, what? This is the thing, man. Like, we've seen shimmies on ground. This man shimmies you while he's in the air. That's insane, dude.
The shadow counter there on the shotgun knee gets the heavy lockout, and that is not a good scenario now because you're going to lose a body, and now you have not even 15% health between the other two.
Not only that, it was the blade body, one of our most important ones, damage dealer, dude. And this is the problem here. And again, God, he's so good with that.
Oh, and he broke it.
He thought Alex was gonna bite. I don't blame him. I do respect him in that decision. Alex is notorious for constant breaks, man. Whoa! What happened? What was that? A misinput?
That's twice. Twice the body switch didn't work out in the favor for the Aria player. Now we had it in the set against Roman, and now here we are again.
I want to know what happened there. Was that an actual thing? He was trying to bait out something. Maybe he thought that the hail came down. I think he was expecting a cold shoulder to come through. I don't know. That was very interesting. That was a very interesting decision that Zombie went for. Wow.
All right, here we go. And also, this is one of my favorite tracks of the OST as well. The Spinal theme, such a good track for sure.
Do you want to guess what mine is? You're definitely not gonna get it. I don't know what you're talking about.
I mean, it's a pretty good one. I won't front. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. You know.
Totally not Rash's theme. What are you talking about?
Hey, look. I rock with Battletoads too now. Hey, listen. I'm not trying to have this man feet in my face for 30 seconds straight.
There's a big size, what, 25 Tims that he stretches his legs out into?
Yeah, some. Got the Doc Martens on.
Oh, man. But Zombie tried to cash out this damage here. Oh, the time lockdown. That is so cheeky. So I've noticed that Zombie does that a lot in the instant cancel there. He'll do the grenade linker, and then he'll pop instinct and dash forward. He'll sneak in a forward dash in there to get a manual to get the timing locked out. Oh, that's going to be big damage, though.
Sure, gets cash out on the body. Second one is in just as much danger. Good
awareness with the shotgun knee. Tommy just choosing to walk in on AlexV here, and AlexV is just trying to get something going. Oh, didn't get the punish though. Shimmying him in the air. The flight combos, man. He's got some sentinel movements here from MVC2. Oh. No shadow counter from AlexV. You could shadow counter that shotgun knee.
All right, let's combo rock. Trying to wait things out here, not get baited.
I think Zombie lost the body, did he? When did he lose the body?
Earlier in the round.
Man, this thing's going so fast, man. I didn't even notice he lost the body. See what's going to be here. Oh, unfortunate. Jumping catches. He doesn't get the break on the medium. AlexV taking a 2-1 right now against Zombie. Here we go again. Another case where the momentum shift happens. So this is probably the pick that maybe Alex is more comfortable with now. If things don't work out with Aria, he will opt in for the Glacius pick. And I think that honestly is a good pick against a character like Aria. You know, Glacius can puddle to avoid projectiles. He's got an insane DP. Even though they said that they nerfed his cold shoulder, Glacius cold shoulder is still gimmicky as all heck right now. You know, it's not as negative as we're told it is. So I think this is a very good pick right now. But Extreme Zombie with the Wolf pick. This is the first time I've seen this.
All right, so gonna go ahead and get things started here with the Sabrewulf real early. Ooh, shimmy, shimmy, ya, shimmy, yay. Extreme Zombie. Maintain the clearance positioning.
These sides, these dashes, man, are catching AlexV off guard. And that's gonna, ooh, did it work? That stuffed the Shadow, right? That's insane. Shadow Clips, I didn't expect to get blown up by that.
Oh, get locked out there. Maybe expecting a grab.
Oh, he is choosing to use everything, and it worked. Yeah, you know, finisher play, spend all your resources to get the KO. That's the one thing I definitely admire a lot from AlexV is that he will utilize his resources when needed. A lot of folks like to go into the next round with as much resources as they want, but it's like if you know it can kill with that amount of resources, just use it.
Yeah, exactly. Like, why even gamble?
Exactly.
Oh, same side. Good patience though from AlexV.
Yeah, the defense is impeccable right now. What I like about Extreme Zombie is how much he's utilizing the barrel cancels there. Trying to open them up, but no dice. And this is another matchup I think is a struggle for Sabrewulf, which is that's why I'm very, very intrigued as to why this pick. But from my understanding, someone in the chat mentioned that this is Extreme Zombie's original go-to character. The auto to avoid that.
Oh, not the face.
Oh my lord! And just like that, AlexV 3-1 over Extreme Zombie.
Right, my turn.
Ooh boy, Aganos versus Aria.
Yeah, and speaking of one hit combo, you know, one touch combos.
The one hitter quitter.
Yeah, for sure.
And this is where we're going to see a lot from Letalis, I believe. We're going to see that standing heavy punch a lot. That big Duff City punch that he has. Great reach, and it staggers nonetheless too, which Letalis can get a free conversion off of it. Oh my god. Look at the damage that body took, by the way. It's
right?
half gone. And this is where you got to be careful as Aria against a character like Aganos. Aganos could just punch. The Duff City punches, man.
Yep. Listen to one punch rock.
It's not a pun. Do it on purpose, Jago. Is that on purpose?
The one punch being, you know.
Oh, the command grab, and he's out of there. Home run right now. Letalis just again playing patient, and the Superman. Oh my god, what do you do? What are you supposed to do in this?
I'm sorry, I had to juggle a little bit. How he did it back to back.
Yep. Right now, Letalis just utilizing distance. This is a great thing about Aganos is that, like, yeah, he's a big body character. He does utilize the whole chunk system where he gets armor up to 4, but the deficit on that is that the more chunks he has, the slower he becomes. So Letalis, you're going to notice something with him is that he's going to usually play around 2 to 3 at most. If he ends up getting extra ones, he utilizes that to set up shop. And right now, Letalis is going to chunk up to get this KO here.
Again, folks, like we told you earlier, you know, definitely one of those things, like, depending on who gets started first, is a pretty one-sided occasion here as we're seeing the back and forth between these two players. Chronicle does have access to a full bar here with Shadow and Instinct meter.
Ooh, that's going to be big damage here, though. Right now, just dead even. Gets the Instinct here. Oh, the command grab! Oh my gosh. I thought honestly Carl was gonna bring that back there. But yeah, also, folks, if you don't know, Aganos does have a command grab. The only thing is, it's only unlocked if he has his club active in hand. And it's literally just a baseball swing. That's all he does to you. It's a command grab. Letalis is scared when that's active. And when he's on instinct, Aganos will get that to recover, which he can also feed to himself to get chunk back.
Mm-hmm.
So keep that in mind, y'all.
If he hits you in the air, he can recap you with it.
That too? Yeah, he can recap with it. It is gross. It is disgusting.
And he can launch it at you. He can just straight up just say, you know what? I've had it. I'm giving me mallet, and just launch it right directly at your dome.
Oh, Jackal, the one time is happening here. The Shadow Jago is here.
And I could be happier, Apex. Honestly, like, I've been waiting to see this for such a long time. Again, you know, this is a character that he rarely ever brings out for tournament. It is almost always certainly the Aria. So, you know, definitely curious to see how this goes. As the teleport shenanigans start to pick up here.
It is actually working really well here. This is the thing about Jago. Jago is definitely one of those characters who's a high risk, high reward type of character. Like, you definitely do have to work to build the damage, but he can just do it pretty easy here. Look at that. That's still hitting from the other side.
Oh, we're just getting in and out there, just dancing.
Here it is. We're going to see chunk up. Oh, my lord. And this is, again, this is post-patch damage, and it still hurts. Pre-patch damage was something not to mess around with.
Yeah, just absolute otherworldly numbers that would come out of this character. I didn't even know that could happen to me.
Wow, I love TODs in this game.
Yeah, you know. Oh,
man,
armors to the DP there.
Yeah, and this is the thing that I was telling you about, is that when he has chunks is when he's not afraid to get hit. Because he will, because this is the thing, Jackal touched on it earlier, if you guys missed it. With Aganos, oh my god, he just do it again. Aganos won't flinch on any other normals unless it's grounded heavy. That's the only time he'll flinch when he is chunked up. But otherwise, yeah, projectiles or anything like that, you know, they won't phase him. I mean, Letalis is not afraid to take those hits.
Yeah, but Chronicle's making those hits counts as he starts off with the standing roundhouse, getting some extra potential damage on the way. Breaker.
Oh. There it is again.
There it is.
Wasn't enough to kill, unfortunately.
Oh, he tried to whip punish that.
Oh, he tried to go for a command grab there, but he still got the KO. But I just noticed that he tried to do a tick throw. He took the first hit, and then if you just noticed, Letalis just stood still for like 2 seconds. That might have been an input error.
Oh my goodness. And it's such a dangerous situation, right? Because if you don't take the grab, if you don't try to take the grab and you jump and he guesses on the jump, you're eating a full combo.
Yep. Oh, yeah. But, you know, no, like, I think, like, Kron definitely had a lot more success with the Jago pick there. But, again, this is just a player like Letalis who's just, I'm going to keep holding forward. You might have hit me, but that was just one of my armors. I'm just going to full combo you now because you went for it. So this is one of those, Aganos is definitely one of those characters where it's just like, you know, you have to be so cautious when he's chunked up like that because you might hit him, you might be right, but he didn't flinch, and now he's hitting you.
Yep. But here we go here. Chronicle going back to the Aria. You know, maybe a few extra hits will make you flinch.
Yes, sir. He's very chunked up. He's got one on deck.
Base out the DP.
Oh, that gut punch is so disgusting there. Oh, standing medium. Oh, this is going to be big. This could be a KO here. Superman punch. Yes, sir. 55% on Aria.
Already. Yeah, Letalis definitely changing up the pace here, opting to just play things slow and play the lane game, which Aganos can absolutely excel at with the lead, right? Because of the use of the armor and the insane amount of range on his normals and specials.
Yes, sir. That's actually very true. But right now, Kron choosing to go for a counter break and is not successful. He's going to lose a lot of health here again. Oh, my gosh. What is Kron supposed to do in this instance right now? He's doing his best to fight out of the corner here, though.
Gets low. Oh, get out my face.
I love the awareness. Oh, what a good reaction for Kron to avoid the club. Blocks.
Yep, overhead.
The overhead.
Yep.
The overhead.
That's another thing we didn't tell you about the club. Yeah, did we tell you that it also has high-low 50-50s? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Did we
Oh,
also tell you that those high-low 50-50s reach from almost half screen? Well, now you know.
Do you like losing 50% of your health from that? Also recapping you? Oh! Oh! I'm so sorry. Oh. I just
Even Thompson wasn't doing right, and Thompson was the Jago at that point. So definitely curious to see how this goes. We're gonna get the Hisako instead.
Against
And that's where I was getting confused on. That's zero cool, not absolute zero. They're the same thing. 0 degrees. Excuse me.
I don't fault you, man. We had a lot of players in the scene who have 0 in their name. 0 Syndicate. 0 Absolute 0. We have 0 cool. What's with y'all in 0, bro?
I don't know. A bunch of agent zeros in the community. Double agents. You know.
Oh man. Shout out to 0 Syndicate, by the way. He was another Jago player. He used to play this game, y'all. He used to play Shadow Jago up in here. Right now, CrazySkateNate fighting this life deficit right now, though. Oh boy, what happened here? Oh, tricky stuff here. So again, oh wow, good break there. But this is the thing about Hisako. With Hisako, again, if she has more than half her wrath meter, her normals will cause stagger situations like that hit stun, which you get like manual off of it. It's insane. Yep. So you saw a little bit of that there.
Yeah, one of those characters that is definitely designed for the battle of attrition, right? Because she gets stronger the longer she's on the screen.
Very true. Right now, CrazySkateNate just tied things up here. 0 tried to get the parry here because he was trying to stop this whole and there it is, as I said it. But immediate break from Nate, because you do not want to get caught in those combos. Her stagger combos are the trickiest things to try to break in this game. The oars to catch him out of his flight. Not the damage of level 4 Ender here. No, level 3 still.
And he did a stand light kick on the challenge. That's actually kind of crazy.
The things that Nate will do, man, it works out in his favor here. But right now, it's just been 0 just trying to chase him down in the air. He is trying to air him, but Nate is just all over the place right now. And another break from 0. Parry, there it is. Good awareness.
All right, again. Tricky. Gets out the way here. Gets the lockout. And that's gonna do it. CrazySkateNate taking game number 1. This time, actually believing. He let it rock. He fully committed.
This is very true. And this was one of the unfortunate cases there because there was a combo drop there. 0 was trying to maintain he was trying to keep that combo going, the stagger there, but he ended up dropping at one point, either dropping it or trying to go for a reset. It did look like a drop there, and Nate just was able to end up countering that from that point. So good awareness from Nate, just keeping an eye out for certain things like that. 0 just got to tighten up some of those combos there and just make sure that doesn't drop it. It happens though. Nerves ends up happening.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we've been seeing that all night, so makes sense. We understand. We know you're human.
Good possession there. Keep the hard knockdown, and another one. And another one. That's 3. Oh, try to catch him with the oars there, though.
Oh, trying to catch him slipping with the punish on the fireball, but is going to get punished for their efforts instead.
I do respect that decision though, but yeah, just not close enough to catch it. Ooh, dashes up, there it is. Not what he tried to do earlier there. Break from zero though. He does not want to be in the corner. But I don't blame him. This is a character like Omen, and he's gonna close this out.
Alright, here we go. But as we saw before, you can't completely count Omen out as he is immediately going into the shadow form. Comes out of the shadow realm. Not completely unscathed.
Oh, the reset that crossed up. Nate wasn't prepared for it. Oh, he missed time to grab there. And another one. Nate just getting out of there. He wants no part of this Hisako.
All right, gets the lockout. That's going to be huge damage. A chance for CrazySkateNate to even things up. Gets the lockout. Gets the cross up.
Break from zero. I do like the decision making he is doing on his breaks there, but ooh, laying this rock a little bit. He's afraid of the counter break from Nate though. Nate is one of those players I've noticed though, you don't really see him go for counter breaks though.
Yeah, he does tend to be very, like he uses them very sparingly. It's just that those moments where he does decide to use them, it's kind of like, I don't know if I agree with you there, champ, but you know.
Or do or die situation type of thing too.
Yeah.
Oh, the flip out.
That is gonna do it. No, still has enough life.
Oh, the oars.
Oh my god!
He tried to go for a wake-up command grab, but this is Omen that we're talking about. Omen is going to hold up. He is going to be in the air. I respect the decision, but ooh.
Again, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. CrazySkateNate definitely going into that well for sure. You're making sure to just keep that Ray form ready. Again, you see him use it almost every time he's been knocked down, folks. That's the proactivity where he is just constantly making sure that he is building up the resources so he has that ready whenever things get a little sticky.
Yeah, I know, and it's just like the thing about this matchup is it seems very tough because you think that Hisako definitely has the tools to keep Omen in check. You know, it has the parry, but it is one of those things where it's like Omen is just gonna constantly be flying around, and you have to guess if he's gonna press a button. And there is the counter break.
Speaking of those buttons.
Woo. Level 4 possession, nice. Gonna catch him a bit more damage. The air-to-air situation, and again, see this is there's a parry.
Oh, that was a jump short. That was dirty. Oh, where you going?
Gosh.
Yeah, can't escape from that there. Nice stuff. Understanding that Absolute Zero is probably waiting for another flyby. Just goes for the straight up, crouching button there.
Yeah, no, definitely. Like Nate is playing a lot more calculated here, and it's showing a lot. And again, the crouching heavy punch. I saw Storm earlier in the chat say, please crouching punch, heavy punch this man, and he got it finally. Meaty. Oh, the double dash!
Insane manual usage there from Absolute Zero.
Oh, the oars whiffs.
Yo, that was a heavy link too.
Another one.
Oh, you were a little late. 52. One count away from 52 broken.
Yeah, it seems like right now Zero is being a lot more tentative on breaking now. Like we saw him go for the full instant breaks on shadow moves, and now he's not doing it anymore. I think he might be in his head a little bit and think that Nate might go for it eventually.
All right, here we go. Party time. Good blocks from Zero.
Oh, the oars catches!
Gets dunked on for the round and the game. Absolute Zero finally gets on the board. 1-2.
Well, you know, he was like, I'm not done, y'all. Like, I know I got fight in me still. And just, yeah, what I will say a lot more success that happened for him in this time around was the option of going for those parries now. Like, I'm noticing that he's starting to throw a lot more parries to stop Nate from constantly using the shadow form and pressing a button, because you will see that a lot with his Omen, is that he's going to shadow form and he's going to press a button. They go for those cross-ups. This is Hisako we're talking about, and those are all highs, so Hisako could just parry them for free. So we are starting to see that a lot more from Zero, to kind of keep Nate from jumping so much here.
Yeah, because you definitely have to do that with him, right? You have to keep him honest, because he's going to try you. Like, he has the confidence to do that, and he's definitely going to test your knowledge and your reactions when it comes to those situations. So it's good on Zero for finally starting to implement that check and let them know that, hey, you're not just going to keep bullying me, but CrazySkateNate says, yes, I am, as he consistently goes in with these jump-ins. Again, getting clipped.
Tries to get the backdash. I respect it. I respect it.
Ooh, gets opened up there with the instinct cancel.
There it is, the break. Yeah, that was what he was like delaying his breaks. And it was in Hisako's favor. Who would have figured?
Absolute Zero staying in the pocket.
And this is what he needs to do. And good use of the possession in those little situations here. Nate just not ready for them. And another not watching them toe. That's a free opener here. Man grab. Forces a hard knockdown here. What's the setup? That's just short too. Wow, good stuff off that grab. And another grab. It's not
sailing in there.
Yeah, it's not gonna combo, unfortunately. The grab only can be combo when if he's that close to the corner. Boy, the shadow form to escape.
Yeah, it shadow form twice to make sure that they didn't get put in the corner.
Another shadow form. Oh, yeah. He made a whiff.
I will say though, Nate's definitely been doing a great job of keeping track of Absolute Zero's positioning, because you notice those moments where he is starting to use Rape is to force a lot of whiff punishes, to catch him slipping on wake-up options. No, not necessarily just a do-all the be-all kind of tool that he's trying to make it be, right? He's actually being a lot more intentional with the usage of that move. So that's a good sign to see from him as well. But here we go, folks. We have another Game 5 on the way. Absolute Zero and CrazySkateNate trying to stay alive in top 8.
And it's actually insane, like just the adjustments that's happening right now here. Like you mentioned there before, like I was giving Zero the praise for utilizing the parry a lot more, catching those jump ins from Nate off those shadow forms. And now all of a sudden Nate was making him whiff those attempts. And now we're going to see the Jago pick. And this is going to be very interesting because this is his other go-to character. Ooh, that early 37%. Here comes Nate. He's got some insane manual combos with this character Jago too, by the way.
Ooh, pizza cutter for the win.
Nice little 3 ender. Oh, gets killed with the orange, just wasn't blocking.
Yeah, CrazySkateNate feeling very comfortable here. Got a lot of real estate. Nice parry with the freeze frame.
Ooh, that wow. Nice ender. Oh, the trade combo again. Just like that, Zero taking the life lead here. Instinct running low. It's gone.
Oh, run up command grab. Stop it.
Hey, he had a lot of success with it against his. Oh, boy, he missed the whip punish. Oh, man. Hate to see it. Now, Zero just hanging back here. Taking some chip damage here. Oh, good catch.
Oh, just hits the wind kick on the response.
Oh, scalping him. Zero combo here. And a reset. Oh, my gosh. That's a parry. What happened there?
Maybe a little too long on the forward dash. What?
Oh, what?
Did you hear that?
Yeah, you heard the KO, right?
Yeah.
I heard the KO. That.
There is viable to some degree in this game. The system, the mechanics, all of these universally applicable, options that the entire cast gets to take advantage of, in addition to the things that make them unique. And Calypso has been doing a great job of exploring that, pretty much utilizing everything at his disposal.
Oh, for sure. And now this again, look, we got the Kilgore pick from Zero Cool, again, known for his Jago, but this is one of those cases where you're probably definitely seeing the character switch, only because just to experiment the tournaments. There's no shame in that, folks. I've seen folks complain about like, oh, he's not playing his main, he's not trying. It's like, no, you want to learn and get the experience and how well they do in tournament, you have to play them in tournament. And we're seeing that right now.
Absolutely. TrashBaby. Healthy lead over Zero Cool right now as they take the first round.
Exactly. And TrashBaby also another player that they've come a long way too. They host their own weeklies every single week. They host a monthly as well, doing a lot of good things for the KI community. But they're also a strong player and have also definitely leveled up over the years too. They're a Kim Woo loyalist a little bit here.
Well, like we said before, everybody started somewhere, and I remember where TrashBaby heart really lies, right? I know what you are. I know what you about, Riptor player.
Well, the Riptor hate is real tonight. What's going on here?
That character, listen, that character has slid under the radar for so long, right? Now, granted, it wasn't always like that. There was a time when people understood just how jacked up this character was. And then after a while, more characters come out, a couple balance patches, and everybody gets amnesia. Oh, well, Riptor, yeah, but it's Riptor. Like, no, it's not just Riptor. Character's kind of silly. I need y'all to really take a look here. But that's cover for another day here. We don't know if we're gonna get that tonight. Honestly, this Kim is working. This Kim's working out. This Kim's working out really well.
The thing about Kim Woo though, like a lot of people have her like pretty low on the tier list here, but like TrashBaby has been making her work like crazy. They've shown a lot of stuff with this character. Even like players like Sonic Dolphin, Kim Woo hits like a truck. Like,
as you see right there,
14% counter, just for free.
Yeah.
But like, when she has level 4 on deck and then catches out as a shadow DP, it's like, yeah, okay, just shake my hand, I'm out.
And the fact that she has the ability to cancel literally any move in her disposal as long as she has a dragon stocked up, that right there, in my opinion, makes her probably one of the more, if not one of the most open-ended characters in the game, right? It's very similar. It's very much like with Omen. The RNG aspect that is literally built into his kit. The way that Kim Woo can change her approach in so many different ways by using the dragon cancels. Definitely one of those characters that's like a labor of love, right? You gotta take time to explore that.
Oh yeah, and it pays off too, because again, she might not have like the best buttons or anything like that. I think some of her buttons are actually pretty good, but her damage output is insane. And if you know how to capitalize on that and work around that a little bit, you can make this character work out so well. But right now, Zero Cool is opting in for the Jago pick, so it looks like he's locking in right now. But again, TrashBaby just getting the early life lead here. All the whip, but doesn't punish.
Yeah, probably thought that they would have had the block there, so maybe a deer headlight situation, but gets the heavy lockout. Zero Cool with the early lead. Here we go, Instinct on the table.
I will say I have to give Zero Cool good kudos to that. He utilized the Shadow Fireball in the corner, right? And it doesn't cash out on it as an ender. And then he utilized a Shadow DP to pump out the cash out the remaining damage, which is really, really good stuff there.
That's okay.
Both just playing the neutral here. Interesting. TrashBaby trying to find their way in. I will say that has definitely been the keeper here. Zirkle really loves to use that Shadow Wind Kick, but doesn't bite on the counter break.
Yeah, TrashBaby maintaining their composure here. Still has a chance in this. You know, resources are there, but gets locked out, and that's going to make things harder. Zirkle cashing it all out here. No chance to break. TrashBaby getting taken down as Zirkle gets on the board.
I'm afraid your path
1-1 right now, and this is the thing. Yeah, I'm like, I don't really see Jago players doing that. Like, I know I touched on it earlier with Jago. You know, definitely is one of those characters that utilizes the meter as much as he can, right? This case, Zirkle is using it just to pump out damage at this point. So he's building that level 4 for free, using the Shadow Fireball just for juggle purposes to put him in the air state, and then cashing out with a level 4 Dragon Punch, which is insane damage build up there at that point. So it is very, very good stuff to see Zirkle just utilizing the resources properly there.
All right, here we go, folks. We are getting it down to the wire. As you can see, not a lot of bust ass going on tonight. Nice parry, but the DP as a response, Zirkle. Nice medium punch into the opener there, but gets broken.
Let's see here. TrashBaby trying to do the best here. Again, Zirkle trying to get those wind kicks, man. They have they have been opening up a lot of players tonight. I will say that, so I won't knock him for it. But I think he's getting a little too comfortable with it.
Yeah, TrashBaby starting to lock in a little bit better here, starting to react properly to the fireballs, but Zirkle matching their pace there, checking them every time with those DP anti-airs.
Good.
No breaker gets the lockout. Oh, just a little early on the counter there, or just a little late.
Another one. A low one-ender. I respect it. I think he was anticipating for it to KO there, but fortunately he didn't. TrashBaby just trying to walk in, and fortunately with the chip out.
Yeah, and the thing about that is that TrashBaby could have reacted with a Dragon Cannon, but did not get it in time.
That, or they could have utilized the her nunchucks. Her move can actually deflect projectiles back. And I think she gets a dragon for it too. I don't remember.
Yeah, she does. Well, no, if she eats it, I think.
Oh yeah,
the parry. Parries it. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know why I thought the nunchuck give her if she deflect properly. Whoops.
Ooh, from downtown. TrashBaby with the flying kick.
I think they heard you too, by the way.
Oh,
there it is.
That's enough of that.
We're low key coaching. It's okay.
Listen.
The wind kick again! What a maniac with these wind kicks.
Oh, cancel the DP. There goes those dragon cancels. Oh my god, just in the face. Don't even think about approaching me.
Your path ends here.
These wind kicks, man, they have been doing him wonders. Like, I have not seen so much wind kicks today. And it's all because of Zirkle. Every instance we see, he will do 2 wind kicks in a row, point blank in your face, dude. It is actually kind of crazy. But the thing is, I can't knock it. Is because of the fact that it's working for him.
Yeah, exactly. You touched on it earlier, right? I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So in that point, I'm gonna keep cranking it out. Y'all have yet to consistently stop me. Y'all have yet to actually discourage me from utilizing one of my favorite tools right at the moment.
Yeah.
Oh, the bait.
Well, that's gonna be big damage, by the way. Ooh. This is all Zirkle right now. The air-to-air.
Oh my goodness, and just constant throws on throws on throws, just getting tossed in the corner right now.
My lord, Zirkle with the perfect first round, by the way. Oh, does he catch the dragon kick?
Perfect beam for you too.
Yo, that Rash team? Come on, bro. You can't hate it.
Hey, like I said, it's pretty good. It's pretty decent.
Trying to learn it on the base, and I forgot how to play it.
Oh my god.
It's been too long, man.
Listen, BioLargo would be disappointed in you.
He would not want to touch Rash team. So here we go, TBaby doing their best to try to bring this back right now, but they are able to get another instinct here. Oh, that TP and a parry.
Waiting on it every time. Ooh, does the target combo there.
I forget that Kim Woo has target combos, man.
Right.
Good Shadow.
Oh,
Nice.
got it. Going for it. Gets the lockout.
Oh, no, it wins.
He missed the cash out, no.
That was that Jago counter hit DP damage there. Oh, man. You hate to see the drop. Picking between, you know, Jago or Orchid. And it looks like he's going to go Jago this time around. I think he heard me. He's like, nah.
Curse. Listen, I'm just saying.
Because here's the thing. Zombie loves to be in the air, as you can see here. He likes to shimmy back and forth in flight mode. Jago's counter hit DP will annihilate Aria.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
If he can catch it.
Or the heavy lockout will work out instead. It's a nice amount of damage with the meter. Oh, another counter hit there, but breaks the manual.
For sure, right now. Look at the damage already that Zombie took.
All right, here we go, and now it's Zombie's turn. Blocking the DP. Gets the lockout, but drops the ender. What did I tell y'all? Nobody listens to me anymore. You know, I'm getting sick of it.
They're like, Jackal doesn't play this game anymore. We don't need to listen to him.
Yeah, I'm just a crazy old man screaming at the cloud. I couldn't possibly know what I'm talking about.
He's gonna get that? Wow. Good catch on that. I didn't think it was gonna reach, honestly. I didn't realize
it looked a little funky. Yeah,
really good stuff from his Extreme Zombie right now. So even though he is taking some of those trades, he is calling assist early enough so that even if he takes the hit, he's just gonna hit and keep Nate on the defense to not follow up. But good
nice
shadow counter. Here's the thing, yeah, Nate likes to keep buttons going to keep the pressure, and Extreme Zombie looks like he notices that here. And there's the timing lockout. There's gonna be big boy damage here. Whew. 44% for free.
Still doable though. Has instinct on the table.
Let's see what's gonna go. Blade body active here.
Oh! And just like that, he's back in the game.
Oh no! Oh. The trade. That's so unfortunate.
That
was supposed to be DP.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
That was supposed to be DP. That crouching punch was not supposed to come out.
At that time. Oh, hit the body.
Oh, the dash under the shotgun. Oh my gosh. Extreme Zombie up on the board to take things early here. That was actually insane. What a good awareness from Zombie though. But this is the thing. Like this is just going back and forth. This is what it's so hard here. It's like you got two top level players here. Both are lab monsters with their respective characters here. Just going back and forth here. But like they're both catching each other on a lot of these instances here too, which is really great. Like Nate is like, you know, trying to keep the pressure going. You know, Jago has phenomenal buttons. His normals are really, really good in this game. And Extreme Zombie knows that and sees that Nate is using those buttons a lot, so he's just gonna shadow counter him. But Nate also has been fishing out for those assists too, which is just like, oh my lord. Just awareness back and forth here.
Yeah, again, you know, said it before, you're going to definitely see sparks fly right now, as that was a insane game one between these two players.
And I think, again, that might have been another input error on Nate's part there, because he's seeing Zombie constantly doing these flight moves. movements here and there, right? Again, he's shimmying in the air with flight. And Nate, I think that fireball was supposed to be a DP.
Yeah, may possibly be a reversed input situation, or, you know, might be doing the input too fast.
That was
Never know.
sick. He did a manual DP, bro. Hit. Shotgun need to close distance here.
Oh, gets the cross up.
That was a really good cross up there from Zombie. And this is the thing. This is why I always love watching Zombie play with Aria, because his crossover is so filthy when they hit you.
You can see your extreme zombie keeping things very traditional here. The classic lane game, just keeping him away, putting out those projectiles, going for a little bit of Oki. You know, nothing too crazy, because you knew something was coming, something big was going to happen, and there it was, the shadow counter.
Yeah, good stuff. That Nate broke it early, but the assist, stuffing him out of his conversion, unfortunately.
Yeah, getting all that health back.
I respect
go
it.
ahead and, oh, no DP? Interesting.
Yeah, there's a scary part here, because now Aria's all 3 buys are active, and this is Jago, so Jago's got the damage.
Ooh, another fateful whiff there. Gotta be careful for Zombie.
Oh, he DP'd!
And Aria can't lose a body like that, so she has to be careful.
Oh my lord, these cross-ups, man. These setups are just so disgusting. And he just has a high success rate with these things too, man. They're tricky to block. Look, again, just utilizing flight, shimmying back and forth, trying to see if Nate's gonna bite or not.
Yeah, good defense there on the high-low. Oh,
That's
there
DP.
it is!
Good awareness from Nate, and this is what I was telling you, like, right here is it's like he's waiting, he's trying to fish for them. So I'm noticing that some of the fireballs that he does, like, point blank when he's right above him, I don't think that's supposed to be a fireball, it's supposed to be a DP here. Shotgun knee, but no shadow count from Nate. Would love to see some shadow counts on shotgun knees. Body got hit.
Blade body still in play, but now it is the only thing left as CrazySkateNate trying to carve out something for themselves here. Sitting in danger, but with 2 bars of shadow meter could definitely make something work.
Yeah,
Instinct on the table for Zombie.
Oh, there's the wind kick. Took a page out of Zero Cool's page. Oh, not enough to kill though.
Here we go. 19 seconds left on the clock. Gets opened up with the low, and Extreme Zombie is taking game number 2.
Oh man. Just when you think that Nate's gonna bring it back there, it's just Zombie is just so comfortable in these situations where it's supposed to be like, oh my lord, like in one more hit both ways, that's it. I think it was a very interesting decision that Nate decided to keep that combo short at the end there, like cashing out the Shadow DP. You know, especially when it's level 1, it's not going to kill, unfortunately. So I was wondering if that might have been an input error or something like that. I don't know, or he just wanted the setup from that point.
Yeah, probably just wanted to keep it safe, right? Just keep it short so you don't risk it getting broken, and basically giving her that space that she needs to pretty much just chip you to death. So yeah, probably just wanted to keep it short, go for a setup afterwards, try to get something started. But here we go. The tried and true is coming out. Orchid on the screen.
Definitely a good pick.
Not entirely sure how this matchup goes, actually.
I feel like I haven't really seen these two play this matchup, because every time I see these two go at it, Nate usually picks the Jago pick, because, you know, try to kill Aria as fast as you can. But I'm not entirely too sure. I think, honestly, Orchid might have the tools here. She does have a lot of high-low setups as well, and, of course, Grenade can keep Aria in check. And especially with Instinct is active, now you have grenades and you have Jaguars in check also.
And you see the shimmy, the built-in shimmy with the Rekkas there, was able to keep it going and still punish the DP while making it whip.
And this is the stuff that Nate has come up with this character here, man. Like, just some of the situations here. Like, he knows how to keep you on lock with this character.
All right, first Instinct popped here for Zombie. Instinct coming up soon for Crazy. Nice DP there. Interruption back to back.
Yeah, right now, just Zombie keeping himself safe using the assist, because if he ends up throwing out a... Oh, the timing, though.
Oh, what you grabbing? What you reaching for?
Wow, good delay get up from Zombie. He knows about these setups here. Can't shadow counter that, though.
Can't do that. Can't push a button. You got to block.
Oh, my God.
Someone clipped that. Someone clipped that. And he chipped them out. And he chipped them out for the round. Somebody please clip that.
That was disrespectful,
my God.
Man.
Oh.
The crazy part about that, and this is probably why I call this CrazySkateNate here. But like the crazy part about that is that that's a setup that he uses that taunt for. He'll throw the taunt out and then he'll go for something off the taunt.
Still anybody's game. Oh, right back. Oh my gosh, we are swinging.
Yeah, there you go. Someone actually mentioned in the chat. So that taunt, he can call cats out while he's in his taunt. So that like without having to move.
That's really foul. That's actually really messed up.
Yep. And look at that. And just like that, now we got Nate on the board. Are we going to be seeing this going to game 5 potentially though?
I don't know. We'll see. Definitely a change of pace here from Nate. So it's a good look, but he's going to have to make this work for the rest of the set. So he's locked in.
Right now, yeah. This is the character he's going to be stuck with, but who knows? I mean, remember, Zombie did switch over to Wolf earlier, which is his OG main, and he put some hands on Alex with that pick. So who knows? I don't know if we're going to still see the Aria pick after, if this doesn't go his way.
Well, you know, having a game to give here might be like, you know, a couple things I could clean up. So here we go. Gets the openers, 3 openers back to back. Definitely picking their shots well.
Hey, just pot shotting here left and right, you know, throwing out a button, call the assist, keeping that pressure going right now. What Zombie excels at the best, honestly.
Also here using using the grenades here to try to keep Zombie honest, making sure that they don't do too much in their approach, even blowing up an assist in the process.
Very true, very true. Oh, that grenade might hit. Oh!
Yes, it did. Oh, you don't want that. Oh, they didn't break there.
That was
They
insane.
did, but they did it. Oh my gosh, what is happening right now?
These two trading DPs here. And then he still has, the Jaguar.
Oh, that's a heavy lockout.
64% just built like that. All right, level. All bodies active.
The boss music is kicking in, Apex. Oh my God, the low crush.
The blocks from Nate, though. Oh,
and
he's trying to go for the overhead. He is trying to be so sneaky with this. Grenade active again. Zombie backing away. These two are just going at it. Oh my God.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Oh, they did it. And it worked.
Oh, didn't get the right punish, though. Didn't matter the reset throw.
Oh, that's the third time. Stop it. All right, that's enough. It's not working. It's not working. You tried. It was a good idea.
He did it again.
No. Nate, I need you to believe, buddy. I need you to finish your food. Please, please finish your plate.
Oh, my Lord.
Oh,
the grenade active again. Did it hit?
Oh, my God.
Zombie is just throwing out things left and right. Oh, the whiff. He's out of the corner. Oh, he didn't anticipate that. Oh, my God. Wait, that hit? That hit for that full? Whoa, from full screen, there's no, that's possible?
Connected. Oh my God, that actually worked.
What the heck?
Clip that too. Clip that too. We need all the evidence. We told y'all. We told you.
Yo. What the heck? Okay.
It's like Dr. B versus Rick Sanchez right now. This is not normal. This is definitely way above our pay grade. This is a completely different dimension. That goes to another dimension. That comes back to the previous dimension to go to this one over there. This is
They buffed the hit stun on her cats that much? Oh my gosh. That is insane. That's the first time I've seen a full screen Shadow Cat hit from that far off and confirmed like that.
Yeah, got the right punish on the DP this time with a medium lockout. Nate's feeling it.
Insane, man.
Oh,
the overhead.
Oh, it finally connects. This is not good. Zombies got to show it. They got more left in the tank. Oh my God. That's so dirty.
I think that might have shaken him up a little bit right now, but Zombie, he has to brush this off now, man. Here's his offense going. The shotgun he lands, an immediate break from Nate. Does not want any momentum.
Wow, that actually cut him off. So, if you look, I know this is awesome. You're looking at this and you know this is awesome, but I don't think you still understand just how awesome this is. This is a character that for years was argued as one of the worst characters in the game. When everybody made a tier, you know, everybody's tier list is different. The one thing they could agree on, at best, Orchid is B. At best.
No, she was always argued as a character that's probably not in the top 10 or whatever. You know, she struggled this and that, blah blah. From my understanding, is that Nate knew about all the stuff that Orchid could do for all these years. It's just, from his words, he was like, no one took the time to learn her. That's why. He was like, they only just played her at scratch level, at the surface level.
And that is verbatim. He literally would make a video and say, y'all didn't find this.
Yeah.
Well, I found this. Well, I found this. And I found this. And in my research, I have learned that Orchid can beat Aria on any given day. What if I do
YouTube
be the ultimate, that is going to be the final, that is going to be the alpha and the omega, the beginning and the end. It will end with you being over there and me being over here.
Speaking of the alpha and omega ending here, one of these players will be going home. They're going to be going home. He's either Kron or Zero Cool. We got the Jago versus the Aria. We got the protagonist of our story here versus the boss character. Oh my gosh! All those manual. What the heck, man? I've never learned how to do that with Aria, man. Just those grenade loops over and over again.
It's pretty cool, actually, and I like that there's a few different characters that can basically manual special into special. So
I believe Jago, is actually capable of doing that too with his
with the wind kicks and the laser sword, and not to mention Gargos can do it as well with his cycle pressure.
Oh yeah, he could. Right now, Kron just taking the first life bar off of Zero Cool. The instinct is bled out now, and just really good stuff. Like, Kron is playing a more patient game here. You know, again, Zero Cool likes to utilize a lot of like that wind kick and everything, but he hasn't found an opportunity to get that going. But there it is. That's a set. Oh, the DP! The hard
you know, those players where if you end up sending them to losers bracket, you may have just unleashed something worse. I feel like this is what we're dealing with right now. This Kron and losers bracket is definitely a different kind of beast for sure. Like, my guy's not trying to go home anytime soon.
Oh no, without a doubt. But what a shadow counter. We saw the first shadow counter on the shotgun knee. This is something that I believe that they touched on Aria in the post patch, where they made it a lot more easier now to shadow counter the shotgun knee. Here we go. Good setup here for the assist. Oh! Good awareness from Khan. Just stuffing out these wind kick attempts from Zirkle. I think he knows, man. I think he sees that Zirkle just loves to utilize the wind kick as much as he can. We saw a lot of success, but Khan is just not letting it fly this time around. Good stuff from Kron, though, taking the first game here.
Yeah, and as you can see it there, very clean play from Chronicle there. Zero Cool tried to get something started, but again, you know, Chronicle just continued to maintain an onslaught for sure. You know, a lot of snowballs happening. I mean, not a lot of bust ass because we're getting a lot of 3-2s now that we're, you know, creeping up closer at the end of the bracket. But definitely a lot of moments that seem a bit one-sided at that time, and Kron definitely was on one for that particular game.
Yeah. And then we're going to see that Zirkle is going to opt in to stay with the Jago pick. I was very curious if he was going to bring out Kilgore, but he probably might not feel comfortable bringing in a new character into a scenario like this where you're fighting for top 4 now. And I will say, oh god, that's so tricky. So this you could definitely see the difference in playstyles between Kron and Extreme Zombie, right? Kron has a lot of more of these combos where the ender are hard knockdowns. Extreme Zombie has a lot of scenarios where it's more fast-paced, where he'll flip you out into a restand position, and then he crosses you up from that point. Kron's all about not letting you breathe in that scenario in terms of like, he hit both assists though. But yeah, no, Kron just does not allow you to have any instance of like having a delay wake up or anything like that.
Yeah, it's basically forcing you to make a choice in that regard, a pretty hard one, as we are seeing the first round go to Chronicle fairly convincingly, barely taking any damage on any of the bodies here. Oh, there it is, the counter hit DP. It's an instant cancel, but the assist saves. Nice shotgun knee punish.
Yeah, that was unbreakable too, I believe.
Yep, right into the shadow there.
Oh, wow, good juggle from Kron right now. Whiffs the throw and got the assist still. Oh, that counter hit DP, dude. Aria's health is gone.
Yeah, but even still, at this point, it may not matter as Kron still has Instinct, a bar, and 2 bodies to play with, one of them being the blade. Oh, he gets caught from the...
I'm telling you, Jago, see? Back-to-back win kicks again. I think Zirkle's getting a little too comfortable with it, and unfortunately, that miscalculation there costing the game again. Kron up 2-0 now.
Yeah, absolutely, and Kron is definitely making good use of their opportunities here. Again, you know, making sure that the blade body is always preserved. Definitely taking good care of their resources. Zirkle kind of looking lost here at the moment as they haven't been able to gain any substantial ground all set.
Yeah, no, and again, I think what it also comes down to is the fact that Kron is setting up, you know, he is purposely doing enders, and they're not necessarily like enders, you know, then where he's like cashing out damage. Like he'll do like a juggle, and then he'll use the DP that Aria has, where it causes like a hard knockdown, but it like spikes you down as well, so he can set up shop. And it's just like he's keeping Zirkle in a place of he has to hold the block. And not only that, he's also aware that he's gonna throw these win kicks out. He's just waiting for it.
Yeah, definitely has Zirkle's number for sure. It's the assist, but gets punished for it. Another heavy lockout. Zirkle is going to definitely have to calm down here with these breakers because Chronicle is doing a great job mixing up the move sets.
I was actually surprised that Kron didn't get the punish on that wind kick there. I think that was a heavy wind kick, but maybe it was just his spacing was weird. Another block there. Again, wind kick. Just Zirkle trying to fish for these wind kicks here.
All right, thought that Zirkle was going to push a button there. And again, more disrespect on those plus frames.
Yeah, this is definitely a thing that Kron will also make very apparent. He will make it very apparent that he does not respect any of your stuff. Like
yeah,
if he sees that you're going, yeah, if he sees that you're just gonna play a little flowcharty, or you just have like certain things that you're relying too much on, he will disrespect it and keep making you punished for it. Like,
all right, Zirkle does have a chance here. We're working with the base body. Loose body almost out.
Yeah, we got blade body coming in hot. Full health here. The only thing is, though, Kron's other body, his remaining one, is also at a life deficit, so you gotta be careful here.
Yeah, Instinct still on the table. Tries to go in with a wild forward heavy punch, but no dice.
DP. That wasn't a heavy, though. It was a light one. Still did a good amount of damage on Aria here. Oh, and again. That's a TP. Oh my gosh, that damage.
The blocks. Oh, the cross up. All right, has to play perfect here. Can't take any damage.
Oh, Zirkle just spent the bar, though. Honestly, I would have saved that to chip out this remaining body left. It's on a pixel, but didn't matter. Zirkle's got that fight in him still as he puts himself on the board.
Yeah, it's good stuff there. Zirkle maintaining composure, staying alive here. Remember, folks, this is the loser side, so loser will be eliminated from the bracket as we are pushing for top 4 here at Tampa Never Sleeps.
Yes, sir. See how this gonna. We'll see the adjustment here. Is Kron gonna keep the Aria pick here, or is he gonna bring it the one time again, the Shadow Jago? Nah, chooses the Aria. He's locked in right now. He's leaning forward in his seat because you know what happened. Like you mentioned, when you send a player like Kron into losers, when you take a game off Kron, now you're just opening up phase 2.
Oh, tried to anti-air there, but a little too much on the DP.
There's that combo ender again.
Oh! Nice
what
juggle
a
there.
juggle!
Saw
And that was a
hit,
level
waited
2.
for it.
Like, that was a level 2 cash out, by the way, still. Off a juggle like that. That's crazy.
Oh, and the walk under the self-correct so they can get the correct DP on the side.
There it is, the win kick. Kron is not disrespecting. Oh, he's back there. Never mind. I was going to say he's not disrespecting it enough.
Yep, there goes the shotgun knee, but the pushback pushes him into the fireball. Chip damage. Yeah, at that point, you kind of just had nothing to do there.
Yeah, now he's got the blade body. Oh.
Thought it would KO there, but it's all good.
Jack, I'm going to need to see how much damage that win kick did to that body real quick. Look what he came in with.
Yeah, I know, right?
Look at a quarter of their health, my lord.
Yeah, that is the caveat to play in this character. You got every tool just about in the game, but at the cost of, like, again, you said it's still, at the end of the day, it adds up to the same amount of health, but the way that it is distributed, you know, you end up at a disadvantage much faster.
Exactly.
Than some of the other characters.
Now Kron is doing the best he can with this instinct here. Oh no, but it's on the DP.
Oh, it gets the lockout in the process. Not gonna kill, but it's definitely gonna hurt. We're right back with a DP of our own and a bait.
Woo! That's a lockout.
Oh, and that's death. Woo! Chronicle taking game, set, and match 3-1 over Zirkle, making it into top.
More awesome KI action. It will be at CEO as a side tournament game, so make sure you sign up for that as well. But here we go. Not LetalisVenator, Letalis with the Tusk. LetalisVenator with the Glacius, though. Interesting. I thought he was going to go in with the Aria pick.
Well, we'll see what happens here. You know, Glacius definitely has a similar archetype with the whole occupying the screen, creating the bullet hell, as you like to call it, right? The extended normals. And with the added ability of the teleport, right, the puddle, you know, having the ability to kind of just get out of the way of a lot of Tusk nonsense, and then also utilizing the cold shoulder there.
Yeah, and this is one of the things, I think Letalis is being a little too scampy right now in terms of trying to get in, because he's just bomb rushing like a bull to try to get into Alex. But Alex, you know, he's got the rash, you know, habits by holding up, but this is Glacius. Glacius has some good jump-ins. And there's the deflect, and that's what Letalis wanted with Tusk. He's trying to get fish for these jump-ins.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, going off of what you were saying earlier, I've noticed that about Letalis in his recent appearances as well. He used to play a bit slower than this, and it seems like, you know, over the past couple of years, he's gotten more aggressive and progressively more aggressive, you know.
Yeah.
To the point where, like we saw before, he doesn't have any fear, and he is willing to take the hits to get where he wants to be. And
exactly,
you saw a lot of that in this game, despite the supreme victory there. But like you said, right, he is still taking a lot of damage, and that does add up. So curious to see how he adapts to that, how he adjusts.
Yeah, and especially you got to be very, very, very cautious with the approach against a character like Glacius. Even with post-patch stuff, yeah, they nerfed a couple of things here and there with Glacius, but Glacius still has insane damage output. Just off one lockout, if he has full meter, you're going to eat 2 Shadow Cold Shoulders. You already have like basically like a 50-60% damage output at that point. But right now, I think this might be a better pick here, the Aganos, because, you know, he doesn't have to respect any projectiles. And he could also set up shop and close off Alex from having to jump away and play that full screen thing just by basically shrinking the gameplay down here. Very life lead right now from Letalis. Right now, again, that's been his bread and butter. That punch, just that standing heavy punch there, is a great opener, and it covers great distance, and the Superman punch to close the distance there.
Yeah, already LetalisVenator making huge strides with the Aganos here. Again, the tried and true, always there.
Oh.
Yeah, the armor saves it from the instant overhead.
Oh, what a trade! Wow. I thought the Blanca ball was full on invulnerable. I guess not. Like from projectiles. Huh.
Yeah, it might have been the amount of time it took for him to get over there as well.
True. All right, now Letalis is playing the keep away here, and he ends up chunking up using the club. Good awareness there.
Yeah, still anybody's game. Letalis staying patient as he can be, but gets punished for that roll. Nice use of the heavy punch there. Yep, gets the reset into the full combo. Breaks the ender there. No Oki for you, says Letalis.
Oh, what a confirm off the standing heavy punch again, and he's going to use this to chunk up. 2 on deck here.
Oh, the double overhead. Yeah, and the armor is going to save him there. You know, he doesn't necessarily have to react to every single thing because of the chunks. It gives him a chance to just keep space and not really give up any real estate that he may have made for himself. Try to go for the command grab. No dice. Still has the mallet open, though. No dice on the command grab.
He's trying to get the command grab so bad. Oh, wow. What a trade, though. Lost all the chunks. That's not good for the Letalis. Oh, but the hail ends up catching him on the way down on that jump in. Unfortunate stuff here. It's just very interesting right now. Yeah, like Letalis is getting clipped a lot here. Like, again, it is what we touched on earlier about he's willing to take one to dish something out back at you. But, again, this is just Glacius. He's got hail. He's got puddle. He's got the shatter, first of all. So you got 2 things coming in here. And those chunks are bleeding away insanely fast. Like, he took a hit from the shatter, which is unblockable. But then he has a hail coming in after it. So it's like, is it worth just constantly taking these hits to get 1 hit in?
What I would like to see from Letalis, though, is, you know, kind of incorporating that into his game plan, right? Again, he's prepared to take the hit, but he's not necessarily expecting to take the hit. What I mean by that is that he doesn't have an immediate follow-up in those moments where he is chunked up and he's taking the unblockable or the hail, you know, be just staying in that range and then just letting him swing, right? And then, you know, as long as you have something coming out that could potentially catch him, you might be able to make that trade in your favor.
That's true. And right now, he's actually having success against
Yeah,
oh my
right
gosh!
There. Just let him hit you. Yeah, just let it happen. Take advantage. Get the damage. And we are already 1 round in.
Wow, really better adaptation here from Letalis. It's one of the things. Maybe he just needed to take a couple of rounds to try to figure out this whole Glacius matchup here. Again, a very interesting matchup we might see because you don't really see Glacius versus Aganos as much anymore. Because we had players like the likes of like Skate Fast, who used to play a lot of Glacius before, or Carnitas, but you don't really see them enter anymore.
Oh, there it is. I'm getting me mallet.
Immediate break from Letalis. He tried to chunk up. That might have been an input error. The answer here right now. Letalis back in the corner, but he still has a life lead. Stomps the yard, and the super input.
And it was still there. It was always
40%.
there.
That was a free 40%, by the way. All right, but now again, this is Glacius that we're talking about. You saw how much, and another Superman punch.
And you always have to be on the lookout for that when it comes to Aganos, especially Letalis' Aganos, because he is always watching when it comes to that.
Oh, what a break from Letalis.
Ooh.
Oh! Swatted him like a fly. He's like, no.
Telling you.
Oh my gosh. Letalis is still alive here in the winner's side. Again, this is for grand finals, y'all. Letalis is stuck on Aganos now. So, there's the thing. We're probably going to see either the Aria pick or we might see the Rash pick. We don't know. Alex seems to have dropped Rash entirely, even though when I play him in rank, he plays Rash. But when it comes to tournament, when he comes to play tournament, he goes to Aria, and here it is, the Aria. I'm very curious if we're going to see the Rash pick if this doesn't work out.
Well, it means that Letalis is going to have to prove to Alex that it's not going to work out here, as Alex already has an early lead. Using the armor to try to stave the storm. Nice catch there, but no recap.
That's actually crazy that, like, if he has chunks, he could just disrespect the cross-up. Oh. What a Superman punch!
Always watching. Oh my god! Just do it.
Lord.
Just do it. Do it again. Do it again.
I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for it.
Yeah. I know it's coming. Get the damage now, because you know what's going to happen. Oh, there it is.
Oh, he did it again! He heard you, bro. He heard you.
And the instant get. Oh my god. Okay, now you just being rude. Now you're getting disrespectful. That's.
Now you're just being rude. How dare you?
Now you're just being mean. Okay. There's no need for meanness. Maybe there is, because it's Aria, you know.
This is Aria, literally the top one character of the game right now. He tries again.
Understood the assignment now.
This is a pretty bad situation right now. Letalis' health is slowly bleeding. Got crossed up. Oh my lord. Oh my god.
Wow. That's death. That's death.
No, she can break it. Yeah, they did change that now. They made it breakable.
Oh, that's so unfortunate.
And just like that, man, the 3-1 from AlexV with the Aria pick. It started off strong with the...
They sure what's going to happen here because, yeah, chances are Kron is going to play the Aria. And we're seeing CrazySkateNate here go with the Jago.
I've noticed that he goes Jago against the Arias only because of how fast she can die from just some of those counter hit DPs. And also, again, he's the pinnacle Jago player at this point. You know, we've had Thompson in the past, but I think now as Jago's, at least active and competitive Jago, Nate, I think he's like the epitome of this character now.
Right. And, you know, for what it's worth, you know, Aria is definitely a character that the longer she exists, right, the more dangerous she becomes because she's basically getting information on you. And at some point, you're going to get opened up. So if you have a character that can take away those resources and really, you know, diminish those opportunities for her, definitely a pretty safe bet. As we get another heavy lockout here, this time we're going to go ahead and use the meter early. Oh, tried to get funky with the counter break. No dice, though.
Oh, good cancel with the instinct there to lock him, try to lock him out. And there it is right there. He's going to catch us out, by the way. Oof. Interesting little trade there. Those look like to be honestly no one's favor, really. Like, yeah, Aria's multi-hitting, but it kind of equates to the same damage as a regular fireball. And there is the counter break finally. Kron is going to pay heavily for this. 82%. Don't let that fool y'all people. It's only like that because, again, how her health is split amongst the three bodies. So it'll say 82%. It's not real true 82%.
Oh my god, 135. What?
How's that possible?
Right, like relax. Just relax, alright. Okay, it's fine.
Just Aria health. It's Aria health.
Yeah, it's just Aria health. It's fine. It's perfectly fine. Ooh, baited the shadow counter.
He had the right idea, but the timing was off just a little bit. That's the one thing I noticed about Nate. When he knows that you're going to try to go for counter breaks or shadow counters, he will delay his follow-up to make him whiff. So he's really, really keen on that. But look at that. Just game one in Nate's favor.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, that was definitely a great showing from Nate there. Controlling a lot of space there. Again, taking away those resources early. The moment he got the first lockout, definitely cashed that out. Now, of course, on the second one, he tried to up the ante a little bit, which didn't work out. But at the end of the day, you know, definitely was still getting the job done. And it's pretty much staying on the grind and sticking to the plan. And already has a game on the board. But Kron has been here before. You cannot count him out until the final game has been counted.
Very true, very true. So this is where he's going to definitely lock in now. But there, the pizza cutter and the DP is a response. That was such a tricky high-low situation, utilizing the assist to cause the block, and then, oh my god, with that DP! Oh! How did they give this character? How did they give this character a buff to his counter hit, man? That is insane.
Right. But already we're pretty much even on health once again. And I like that choice from Kron, right? Using the flight to kind of see what Nate was going to do in that situation and trying to react. Was just a little off in the distance, but good choice nonetheless.
Yeah, for sure right now. And right now, just Kron having a little trouble here, but catches the wind kick punish. Good stuff from Kron.
Yep, putting up the, bringing a little bit of the base.
Ooh, couldn't get the punish, unfortunately.
Ooh, hit with the jump in.
I will say I do like how Nate utilizes the wind kick on at least the pushback on the block, because he will throw one at a particular distance to cause that pushback, so he won't get punished. So that's what makes it a little tricky to punish him on his wind kicks. That's gonna be a rough lockout.
Oh, here we go, another starter. No lockout. Nate trying to hold it out. Oh, that's going to be costly. Wait a minute.
Got some life back there.
Oh!
That was actually so tricky there. But now Kron up on the board himself here. Tie game 1-1. Already these two just throwing things back and forth. And this is the thing that you touched on also, is that like if you take a game off Kron, the next game he just starts going in on you. It's like one of those things, like I took offense to that. I didn't like that.
Seriously, you know, it's kind of like how it goes, right? You know, be careful waking them up. And, you know, when you wake somebody like that up, you know, it can definitely change the dynamic a bit, right? So Kron immediately getting back on the board here. Again, folks, we've been seeing back-to-back all night. You already know what's going on here. You already know what it is. Again, appreciate everybody coming through tonight. 1,200 strong. Coming down to check out some Killer Instinct here on Tampa Never Sleeps. Appreciate every single one of you, and also appreciate everyone who has been contributing to the Matcherino. We're already over 117 bucks, folks, so continue to utilize those coupon codes as long as they're available. That allows you to add to the pot for free. Again, folks, you do not have to spend any money to contribute to the Matcherino pot as long as those coupon codes are available. And then, of course, there are the direct contributions that you can take advantage of as well. And we want to definitely provide something for these hard-working players. Just look at what's happening on your screen. Look at how crazy this is.
Look at this right now. Nate bringing out the Orchid. Again, this is the Orchid player himself. You know, we've seen Orchid players in the past. What a shadow counter. You know, Nate knows how to use this character. You know, it's just so crazy because, like, what I always try to think about is, like, how would this character been if Nate showed up with this early on? If this was something that was in the
season
game.
1 Orchid with this kind of tech?
Yeah. Imagine.
All right, using the shadow slide there to avoid the projectile. Like the choice. Instinct on the table for both players.
They're trying to catch the air to air. Wow, both whiffing their air to air here, but there's.
Yeah, gotta be careful with the spacing here. CrazySkateNate staying on the move. Oh, wow, what a block.
I thought he was gonna get hit. I saw him dash in on
that's
that.
what I'm saying.
Aria's dashes are actually really, really fast, so it's like Mortal Kombat, like wave dashing essentially.
Yeah, I know, right? 1 minute they're in there, next minute they're back over there. Nice challenge there with the DP. Again, the spacing, gotta be careful. CrazySkateNate has been doing great work punishing with those jump-ins.
Very true, very true. And he's been getting away with like a lot of those overheads because again, he's very, very sneaky with it. It's not one of those things where like, you know, like, oh, I have a particular setup where I'm just gonna guarantee throw it over and over again. He would just throw it out when you least expect it.
No, the distance on the Shadow Cat actually lessens the hits. That is something that you have to be aware of when it comes to those full screen moves.
Exactly. A lot of shadows are like that. Rash for his shadow ram is the same thing. So again, one of those things you have to be very, very observant on it.
Oh my god!
Oh! Oh, wow. Kron recognizing the gap in between that and got the DP to punish a Shadow Cat. Wow.
Yeah, and that was definitely a do or die scenario, right? Because imagine if Nate had baited it. Either of those players could have taken that taken that game for sure. But Kron stays on top. Now sitting here trying to close things out.
Don't let LCD see that. He might rage quit his stream again.
You know. Again, folks, this is loser side, so you know nobody's trying to go home early. This is fighting for third place. Winner will be facing up against LetalisVenator in the losers finals, to which then they would challenge for the right, nay, the privilege to take on NotAlexV themselves in another grand final showdown.
Oh man, that's what I'm anticipating right now. Who will it be to go into the gauntlet that is NotAlexV?
For 6 games at least.
Oh, did look at the counter hit? Oh, and that assist took that hit too. Oh my gosh.
I know.
That
absolutely
is
wild. As a wild Chocobo hits us with the $10 donation to the Matcherino. Appreciate you. Again, folks, thank you so much. We are almost at 130 for the pot.
Is this again? Trying to close out the distance. Oh, shimmies in the air though. We got those.
Yeah, good extension there to close out the health bar and waste the instinct.
Oh my god, again, using the flight. I love the utilization of that.
Ooh, good delays.
I'm noticing that what you mentioned before about how Kron is using the flight just to kind of see what Nate is going to do. He's not going in with it. He's just using it as an idle positioning and just seeing like, all right, what is Nate going to react? How is he going to react to it?
Yeah, like I know you wanted to stifle my movement on the ground at the very least, right? Like you want to stop my approach at its base form. So what if I just wait, right? We'll just see what happens, and then we'll go from there. But Chronicle on set point. CrazySkateNate fighting to stay alive.
Oh, as you say that. Oh,
ultimate!
The first ultimate of the night. Our protagonist.
Had all 3 bodies. Yep, still had all 3 bodies.
He's changing the course of the story. This is not supposed to happen. Jago's supposed to win.
For you. I warned all.
Claim and boom, you add 25 cents to the prize spot for free. But thank you all so much. We're up to $177.25, and we got our fighters ready to go. Letalis on Aganos, Chronicle on Aria. We got the run back from earlier, y'all.
Yep, here we go, folks. We are getting it started. Now, again, you know, Chronicle has been doing a great job recovering so far, which is why he's in this position to begin with. But Letalis, easily one of the toughest challengers that the KI community has ever produced. This cat just always finds a way and is non-stop onslaught from start to finish. But Chronicle knocking the chunks off. The wall is still in play, just knocked down.
Yeah, for sure, and we are seeing a little bit of that again, where, as you mentioned, that's the normals from Aganos, and Letalis knows how to use them. It's just that stand punch is just, it reaches so far, and the fact that he can convert off of it too is what makes it scarier for Kron's position here. All the overhead lands too, and it lands again. So, and that's another thing too, y'all. I believe it's a forward medium punch that's the overhead, or is it just regular medium? I don't remember, but yeah, he does have overhead.
Yeah, it might be forward medium punch, but I think it's also when he has to be close to them, possibly.
Yeah,
might be a close proximity normal.
So yeah, Aganos got buttons.
Oh, what a whip punish! All right, Letalis tried to opt out for the late breaker there, but misses out. Be careful.
Ooh.
I like that with the the tip of the instant overhead. Yeah, that's real smart stuff there from Kron. Avoids a lot of the normals, takes away some of the armor, but the command grab is going to find its mark. Oh,
the recap. That might kill here. No, it whiffed.
Oh no, he didn't hit him in time.
He made the mistake. Yeah, that as soon as he hits the ground, it's active. I like the attempt there. I've been victims of that. Oh man.
I wonder if he went for an opener ender, if that would have been worth it, right? Because if he breaks it, you have the invincibility of the animation.
Yeah.
But the rocks are still falling, so it's kind of like a time scam in a sense.
Yeah. That would have been insane. I would like to see if that's possible, honestly.
Yeah. Oh, grabs the shadow. Oh, he's just doing it again.
Letalis doesn't care.
Non-stop onslaught from start to finish. I didn't hear no bell. Okay, so I'm gonna keep going.
And again, down to the wire too, because Kron on his last bar, and then of course Letalis in danger. It's just one of those instances where it's like, all right, next hit, that's it. Just insane stuff. Kron is, I guess, what I like is that he was sneaking in those throws, because he knows Letalis is gonna wake up Superman punch. Like, he knows, man. And Kron just said in the chat that he did it again. So he is aware that right now Letalis is punch drunk, man. He's trying to sneak in that Superman punch any way he can.
I definitely like that. That's definitely the word I would use to describe what's happening in front of me right now. Is definitely punch drunk, punch out city, knockout city, whatever you want to call it. Punch planet. Oop, wrong. wrong area, wrong universe. But just fisticuffs all around. Just Duff City.
Straight up fisticuffs, bro. Here we go. Now we're on to game number 2. Flicks him out of the air. Ooh, got the jump in with the medium, though.
Oh! Ooh, don't you do it. Don't you walk
just
up
gonna
on
throw
me.
it. He's got it. He's got this. Oh, my lord.
Remember, folks, it's just Aria health. Nothing to see here.
Yeah. Yeah, if you say the high percentage, it's not a lot.
All right, Blade Body on the table. Trying to fish for a chance to take away that chunk of health. Gets it, but pays for it with a throw.
It's actually very, very, very interesting to see here, too, is that, I don't know if you're seeing it here, but Letalis has been catching Kron on those backdashes. Just with that jumping medium. He disrespected that so well, though. Wow.
Oh, my goodness, and the jab. Nice, empty jump low.
Chunks up real quick. He's got one on deck right now. That's all he's honestly been needing at this point. Now he's got the second one.
Instinct still on the table, but will Kron get a chance to use it?
Oh, he thought it was gonna go to Ultra.
There you have it.
Oh my gosh.
Letalis fires back and gets on the board 1-1.
Supreme victory.
Wow, that was actually a much cleaner performance from Letalis this time around, man. Like, the one thing that I touched on was that Kron is backdashing, and Letalis is catching him for it. So Letalis was actually a lot more airborne this time around. I've been noticing he's been kind of just jump forwarding a lot, but it's paid off because as soon as like he blocks the first jump in, Kron immediately backdashes, and Letalis catches him with the jump in afterwards.
Yeah, there's a couple players in the community that are really good at that, right? Base comes to mind as well as another player who has those setups that do seem to cover a lot of options, especially the backdash, right? They are going to make you deal with it. Like, they're going to force you into these situations where you have to block and you have to react, right? No cheeky stuff on this side.
Yeah. But right now, Letalis showing that he ain't being cheeky anymore here. He is just been Dup City. Kron, look at the damage he already took with his body. He's about to lose it all. And it's just like that, as I said it. Or not. No, he's chucking up instead.
I respect that choice, right? Because you want to build up the real estate for yourself, especially when you know the health's already low, so you don't have to do much. So get the resources, then worry about the kill.
Very true, very true.
Then the low.
I want to know, because I play Rash.
I'm always burning resources.
Exactly. That's the neat part, Captain. I'm always burning resources.
Yeah. I'm always spending meter.
I'm always holding up.
Oh no!
Oh,
the heavy lockdown. There's gonna be another body. Oh!
No, not yet. So close. Might chip him out here though. Oh no, Kron had to burn it. He had to burn this instinct.
Yeah, gotta stay on the offensive here, but is not gonna get anything started. Does get the body switch, but will it be enough? Oh, good DP. Oh! No!
This is such a problem.
Oh, no, and another one. This is gonna be so much damage.
My gosh, 46%. And another command throw. Oh my lord, he's just being disrespectful. Kron in a terrible
power of Aganos, folks.
Yeah, he's in a terrible position right now, man.
Oh.
What are we supposed to do? You got a boulder on the ground. You got a boulder airborne. There's nothing Kron could have done there. All right, Jago, I got a question here. Are we gonna see the Jago pick though?
You know, it's a tough call. Jago definitely has those multi-hitting moves to keep Aganos in hit stun, right? But you lose some of the range on that front, and I feel like the Aria pick definitely helps out in that regard. It's just that, again, once Letalis gets started, you have to block. You have to. And a lot of times, you said earlier, Kron is trying to wiggle out. He keeps trying to see if there's like a little gap or, you know, a crack in the wall there to try to sneak through, but Letalis is shutting a lot of that down. He's not allowing Chronicle a chance to, you know, wiggle away, and Kron has to recognize that at this point.
Yeah, I've been noticing that too. I noticed that wow, we actually are getting the Jago pick. What I've been noticing is what Letalis has been doing. He's disrespecting wake-up options by utilizing his little copter, you know, on his copter, because one, he's taking a hit on the wake-up, but then the copter just ends up stuffing out the hit afterwards. So like he's been utilizing that a lot, but we are getting the Jago pick here, and it looks like this might have been a better choice because this has been all Kron so far. Already 50-60% in.
Yeah, and is already getting a huge amount of real estate built for themselves here. Just basically not really giving Letalis a chance to play here, forcing him to use the instinct.
Oh my gosh.
All right, we got one chunk on the board, but again, those multi-hitting moves are great for dealing with that, right? As you can see with the DP, and already Chronicle gets the first round, building up that meter for themselves. And for those of you that may be a little unfamiliar with Shadow Jago's kit, Shadow Jago is one of the few characters in the game that has basically the closest thing to EX moves. And you see the surge window on his Shadow meter. That is essentially the amount of meter it takes for him to enhance those moves, whether it be an extra fireball, an extra hit on the DP, you know, a lot of different angles that he can create by just spinning a little bit of bar, as you can see here.
Yeah,
All
and
right,
it's a
here we
very
go.
oh man, he's getting things started here, and it's a very interesting thing too because a lot of people get it twisted and be like, oh, so he has 3 bars. Not necessarily, because it's only used for enhancing moves. It's not used as a regular shadow move or anything like that. But like Jago also has a tether effect that he can implement where he can spend the opponent's meter instead.
Yeah, it's pretty messed up when you think about it. Gets the combo there into the recapture. Go ahead and get some extra bar. He's going to go ahead and finish it out here, cashing out as much damage as he possibly can. 38% and is still going. Oh!
He lost all his chunks for that one standing light, unfortunately.
Yeah, and he's doing a great job of forcing Letalis here to use his resources, not really giving him an opportunity to get off what he wants. Oh, there it is.
Slowly evening it up here. Oh no!
And he had to do it. Out.
Yep, that was actually really good. Good decision there. That is an unbreakable situation there. If Jago or just any Shadow Fireball in general, when it's in juggle state, they can't break it. So it is guaranteed KO in that situation there. Kron utilized it very well and tied it up. We're going to another game 5, and we're seeing a different story be written now in front of us, folks. Before, it was Letalis that beat Chronicle, but now Chronicle has tied up the game here.
Yeah, and now it's the ball is in Letalis' court, right? Because he still has access to the Tusk and the Rom. So we may see a switch here. And we're riding it and letting it all ride on Aganos. This is the matchup, folks, as we are getting started. Winner of this moves on to take on the resident king, basically, LetalisVenator.
I believe so. Yeah, I think he's the reigning champ currently. Cause I believe on the 5th one, I believe it was LetalisVenator that beat Chronicle. And right now, these two are fighting their way to get into that spot. Are we going to see Letalis change things here, or are we going to see Chronicle make his way back for the rematch?
All right, and that's a heavy lockout too with the level 2, so that's going to be 3 chunks on the board. Pretty much the happy place for Letalis here as he gets the heavy lockout once again, and that's going to be a chunk ton of damage.
Oh, shotgun too. That actually built up a lot there.
Oof. Oh, the shadow dash got through.
Oh.
Yeah, missed a conversion there, and that's going to cost him his health bar as Letalis takes the first round. Instinct still on the board. Chronicle has maybe one more use before the round starts, or after the round starts, and he knew.
Burns a surge, was ready for it. Oh, this is gonna be huge. He's got 2 chunks on deck here. Spends 1 though. I will say I do like Letalis' resource management. He doesn't have to go for all the walls or anything like most Aganos players would try to do. He just like, I'm content with just 1. Like I'm okay. I'd rather have 1 armor still left over. Oh no!
Oh my gosh! And he's dead.
And he killed! Oh my god, that actually killed! I gotta go. You okay there, Jago?
Wow, that was a lot of damage.
Ooh.
Wow. Oh my god. That was insane work there. Again, non-stop. Start to finish.
That was...
Listen, that was beautiful work there from Letalis. Again, Letalis is exactly who you think he is. He is not a sleeper. He's not a dark horse. He has always been one of the more visible threats in the community for quite some time. Like since the early days, since the KI World Tour, KI World Cup days, you know, Letalis has always been around, always lurking around that corner, just waiting to catch you slipping as we move on here into this grand final. So again, folks, it is LetalisVenator on the loser side, AlexV on the winner side, meaning that AlexV only needs to win 1 set, whereas Letalis needs to win 2.
This is very true, and we end up seeing Letalis rewrite history here. He denied the rematch Because now, as you mentioned, we got these two going at it. Instead, that standing heavy punch has just been working wonders all tournament for Letalis here. And now we're getting a strong shift here as well. Whereas when we saw this matchup earlier before between Letalis and Alex on winners finals, this matchup, yeah, Alex was kind of cooking him a little bit here. And now Letalis starting off strong here, but again, this is Glacius. That Glacius damage is going to pile up really fast.
Yeah, but Letalis still does have access to Instinct and a bar, so might be seeing him use it here, right there, right then and there, getting the freeze frame into the finish. And that is going to be first round for Letalis.
Yeah, and what's nice is that he actually didn't have to set down wall. He just went for a guarantee kill, which is going shotgun with the boulder. Good stuff, and look at that, the command throw start things off here.
Yep, 2 chunks now on the board for Letalis here as he gets the trade combo. He's going to keep it going.
That was actually insane because he actually got the jump in, then got hit by hail, and it stunned enough where he got the follow-up. This game, I love this game.
Yeah, it spins the bar to get rid of the armor, but again, reduced hit stun, so Letalis gets the free grab. Oh! Ooh, almost got the manual.
Oh! Got the recap, that's gonna kill. Wow, what a conversion off that Jago from Letalis. And starting off strong and putting himself on the board early here.
Awesome victory.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, Letalis. Again, we speaking about this, you know, there are just certain players when they get put in that do or die scenario, aka the loser side of the bracket, something starts to churn, something turns on, and then you start to see just how dangerous this fighter can be. And Letalis is already showcasing that. Again, folks, he is coming with it. He is definitely not playing no games here, and neither is AlexV as he is switching to the Aria. Now remember, he does have another character in the tank in case he decides to switch to it, but for now we're going to see if the Aria plays out in his favor.
I love how the name is an unspeakable name, as if it's like Voldemort or something.
Right?
But here we go. Yeah, a very interesting decision that Alex is going with the Aria pick. Again, ever since the rash nerf happened, he's swapped over to this character. Don't blame him. You know, your best character in the game. You know, might as well. You want to win, you're gonna have to play the best character, I guess. But oh, it didn't kill, unfortunately, though. I think Letalis expected to kill there.
Yeah, and the DP is going to be enough to get through the armor. Still a lot of help to play with for Letalis, but it is eroding away quickly.
Wow, what a shift in momentum here too. Flicks him out. Got the chunk, and there's the Superman punch. We definitely need a counter how many of those landed all tournament, man.
Right? We got a tail flip counter, and then we got the Superman punch counter.
We got the
And we need a counter breaker count too, because there's been plenty of those flying around all night from everybody.
I know, right? Everyone's been so antsy with it tonight. I love it though.
Yeah, for sure. You know, you just gotta see what happens.
Oh boy, right now.
Oh, the instant overhead.
Oh. Wow, just like that, AlexV just bringing it back with the Aria pick. So maybe now he's a little bit more comfortable with this pick because again, like this is a pretty risky matchup, especially with someone that outputs damage like Aganos. But it looks like Alex has adjusted. I think he found, okay, I didn't do so well. I think he caught on to my Glacius. Let me switch it up on him and bring out the Aria. Just keep him guessing, you know, 'cause that's another thing too. It's like, yeah, you know, this character might have beaten your best character. Well, I'm going to switch it up because now they don't know what to expect with this character anymore. Keep them on toes a little bit.
Fight on.
All right, he's bringing up the Tusk this time around. Very interesting pick here from Letalis. I believe he actually had success earlier in the Tusk Aria matchup earlier. Got a lot of the deflects that were just chunking out damage on Aria. There's a game break from Letalis. Trying to get the deflect again, but gets punished for it. This has been all LetalisVenator. Oh my gosh, the 51%. Doesn't get the punish because it was a nice little safety net there. LetalisVenator utilizing the assist there to keep himself safe on that dive. Oh, what a crouching heavy punch, and another one. That's going to kill. He's going to spin the bar. No, he doesn't have to. This is Tusk I'm talking about. Never mind. Goes to the shoulder. Oh, shadow counter. Interesting. Fireball into Shadow DP. Look at the damage. The Jeremy Kato special. I appreciate Captain Aham with the raid. Thank you so much. Thank you for everybody who's been showing the love today. Oh my god, that's opener ender though. Oh my gosh. And LetalisVenator cleaning up shop against Letalis's Tusk here. What is going to be the answer now? Because there's also another character that we haven't seen from Rom yet. And that, I mean from Letalis. And that is Rom. Did I lose my co-host?
Here we go. Yeah, so I do feel that Aganos might be the better pick in this case, just because the level of comfort that he has in navigating the obstacle course, right? But as you said earlier, you know, he definitely has options in terms of that. But we're going to see the Aganos come out here again. Going to have to let it ride. The tried and true.
Very true. And I appreciate you, Ocarina Link, for the $25 donation. Thank you so much. $202 on the line here, y'all. Man, this has been just all out EV right now. Just the adjustments, man.
Yeah, it definitely has been putting in a lot of work here.
Ooh. Not looking too good here. He's going to spend the bar. No! LetalisVenator getting a little too antsy on that counter break. I respect it, but he had the life lead in this regards. He didn't have to do that.
You got a little too much dip on your chip there. LetalisVenator now getting baited in the corner, whiffed on the grab, and that is going to be your ass as the first body goes down.
Bars, bro, bars. Now he's still got instinct left. He's got a club. Sets up shot with the wall, closing the field a little bit here. That's gonna be a DP.
Oof. Good catch. Oh, almost.
I thought that was actually gonna hit. I got scared for a second.
Little too much height there on the Superman punch, but again, the wall is still in place. So if Letalis is able to keep it going, opportunity is not going to present itself currently. But again, Letalis blocking the double overhead.
He's trying to catch back dash there. Oh.
Nice. Recognize the hit there. Gets in with the jab. Going to be a decent amount of damage. Not going to be a body, though.
What I do like the fact is that Letalis is keeping these combos short on purpose, because despite how short these combos are, they just pump so much damage on Aria. So he doesn't have to extend these combos and give Alex any opportunity to break anything, because LetalisVenator likes to break combos.
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
Without a doubt.
And then even still, right, it forces LetalisVenator to switch things around, because now he has to get that body out in order to preserve it.
He might be dead. Oh, not yet. Oh. The dash up crouching. And just like that, LetalisVenator is your reigning champ still.